Hello. Hey guys. How's it going? It's me, your favorite brain in a jar doctor teacher, for another episode of Everything Now. And guys, this is an exciting one because it is the premiere of season 4. That's right. You're probably thinking, you guys were off? And yes, we were technically off in our hiatus period. We were not bringing in new experts to teach you guys, but now we are starting with new episodes, with new experts to teach you all about the things you want to know. And today we have a special theme actually suggested by a viewer, the Blessed One, which is space. Yes, space, the great unknown, what exists outside of our planet, in the stars, in the astral bodies, in just other stuff that's way out there. Like, who knows? I mean, there could be weird alien dogs that float around and bark at other alien neighbors. You know, we really don't know a whole lot, but yeah, hey, hi Masio. If anybody's in the chat, say hi. What's your favorite part about space? What's your favorite part about the great unknown? Please shout it out in the chat. And so we have 3 wonderful experts with us tonight. I'm going to go over to them right now, so please give a warm welcome. I'm going to get their audio levels up, and there we are. Oh, and goodbye. And so starting on your right, we have, we have Lieutenant Dante Alphonse Lagrange. And say hello, Lieutenant Dante.
Greetings and salutations. Good evening to the ladies and gentlemen out there.
And next to him, in the beautiful silver apparel, we have none other than Anton Chekhov, Soviet cosmonaut.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure having you. And next to him, in all red skin, I believe, is we have Glorpy Giuliani, intergalactic constitutional attorney.
Greetings, thank you for having me.
And we're getting some feedback that the audio is off, which is perfect.
Hello.
Can you hear them?
Can you
Hello?
hear us? Hello?
Can you hear me out there?
Are you able to hear us?
Is this being understood?
Alpha.
Let
Bravo.
us know if you can hear them talking in the
Is
microphone.
what I'm saying now heard?
Please let us know in the chat. They weren't close enough to the mic. Is this close enough for you?
That's a great point.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me out there? What a disaster.
Is this working now?
Okay, great. And this is Glorpy Giuliani, intergalactic constitutional attorney. Hello, Glorpy. And then
Greetings.
to the very left, we have just a regular person, Matt Real, real guy. So please welcome Matt. He will be our bystander, our commentator. So hello, Matt.
Hello. Hello.
Great. And and I'm gonna pop back in. Hello. And we're gonna head back to the main set here. So guys, on this episode of Everything Now, we're gonna go through and have these 3 experts give us a little bit of knowledge because we have a special thing that's happening tonight. We are creating a new Everything Now space colony. That's right. We found a planet, and we're gonna go colonize it. But before we do that, we need to make sure that we're setting all the ground rules, that we're doing everything right. We can't just go willy-nilly shooting off into space. We need to make sure that we're doing it correctly, and that's why we brought in these minds to give us some perspective and help us create the best space colony that we can make. So, without further ado, I'd like to welcome our first guest Lieutenant Dante Alfonso Lagrange.
Pardon me, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, my name is Lieutenant Dante Alfonso Lagrange. I am here on behalf of Everything Now's newly announced space colony. Yes, I'm a security expert. I'm a security consultant. Let's go ahead and pull up my show. I got a little picture show over here on the right. Let's see, let's go ahead and get started here. Thank you, Dr. Teacher, and for the esteemed panel for having me. I'm excited to meet such esteemed experts such as yourselves. And hopefully you will learn a little bit about what I do and how I'll benefit the newly founded Everything Now Space Colony. Thank you. Yes, yes, yes. So, proper profiling for a safer space colony. A training seminar with security consultant Lieutenant Dante Alfonso Lagrange. Next slide. Now, we're going to go ahead and talk about myself just a little bit so you get to know me. My name is Lieutenant Dante Alfonso Lagrange. I am 42 years young. I'm a security consultant over with Blue Streak National Security. We've worked on very, very many events, such as the AVN Awards one year, Season 2 of The Voice. Season 1 was such a nightmare, and then I came in and whipped it up into shape. Went in there and gave some of my bit old magic right there. Yes, I am a former Army lieutenant with the United States Army. I am also been tapped by NASA as far as these kinds of exercises and development meetings go, as far as how are we going to colonize space, how are we going to put man up in the stars. And I've been a big proponent of that in terms of putting my thinking as far as how do we organize humanity again. We're going to talk about that just a little bit over here. Miscellaneous, yes, I can smell guns within 32-yard radius, so I know if anyone in the area here is strapped and ready to hurt somebody. I will not let that happen. I will not let that happen on my watch. Let's go on to the next slide then. Yes, I got a mother as well. Love her deeply. My mission here is to assist in the mission to colonize space. I'm going to teach future space citizens how to develop the perfect community and putting together a community filled with perfect people. Nothing that's going to actually topple society or anything like that, you know? We have a fresh start here. That's the beautiful thing about going into space. You know what I mean? It's like our own, we're like pioneers, but we're, instead of coming on over in boats like the Pinta, the Santa Maria, and so on and so forth, we're going to go ahead and fly there to space. You know what I mean? In a big old rocket ship. Or I think we're going to beamed up or something like that. Now, in order to do this and to put together a perfect society, we're going to have to learn how to read people from a distance. Next slide. Who can you truly trust in today's day and age? I want you to think that to yourself for about 10 seconds right there. Who can you trust? You can think about the people that you love and that you hold dear and that you call every night before you go to sleep and do prayers with, but can you really trust them deep down? Is a book as good as its cover? What I'm trying to tell you today is no. You got to think deeper, okay? Next slide. Tell you about myself. Thank you. You got to go deeper. A little bit about myself and my defense mindset. I am pro-gun. I am pro-grenade. I'm in favor of dueling as far as hashing it out with another human being. I think enemies fuel self-actualization. Yes, indeed. I think everybody here needs an enemy, and that will help them ascend into their proper self. And also, I have two metrics for if I trust you as a human being. It involves, do I approve of you kissing my mama? You know, thinking about that as a thought exercise. And also, if you were to be physically capable of hurting my mama. I think about that immediately as soon as I meet you. It's like, hi, my name is Lieutenant Dante Alfonso Lagrange. And I just kind of go in slow motion. Hi, my name is Lieutenant. And then Sherlock Holmes style, I'm thinking like, all right, this guy's clearly 6'3". I know he can punch my mama to the ground, even though she has a strong constitution and quite the squat stance. And I also know that he's quite handsome in the jaw. And if they were to kiss, they might look like they're in love. Okay, it's a bit of a complex situation, 50-50. That's what's so difficult about deciding who belongs in your space colony.
Lieutenant Dante,
Huh.
we have a question from the chat.
All right,
Tommy Sean is asking, are you pro-sword as well?
pro sword, absolutely. Rapiers and also fencing. Yes, I love fencing. That's all I watch on ESPN because I think it's very fantastic. It's all about the hit. You're not trying to, penetrate or to slice, but it's more about the.
Give that sure.
That takes strategy. It's a fancy man's sport. I'm into it. Yes. Thank you, Tom, for the question. Now, let's bring up my show again. Yes, and next slide, I just want to show you who I'm dealing with here. This is my mama. I love her very much.
Beautiful.
Now, we're going to go ahead and start. Thank you very much. Yes, yes. Let's all give it up for Miss Lagrange. All right, so now we're going to start this exercise here. I'm going to show you a series of human beings as well as some information about them. And based on that information, you're going to let me know if we should let them onto our space colony or we should kick them right back out into the stars. All ready? All feel good about this?
Yes, let's begin.
Yes, I am prepared.
We'll see.
All right. Well, yeah, thank you very much. You'll give me a chance. I appreciate that. Yeah.
It's gonna be
Fair, this is fair.
Absolutely, yeah. Maceo, it's a good guess. I wish it was as noble as that could have been, me losing my eye in a duel. But in fact, I was serving lunch one day to my men. It was a Friday. It was a special treat. I was giving them ice cream because we had just successfully raided a local village. And doggone it, the scuba went right into my eye. I got so excited. It was bumped, because there's gunfire and explosions all around. The floor was just shaking, and I was trying to give him a scoop of spumoni, and it just kind of went straight into my eye. Casualties of war, casualties of war. What you get for trying to be a good human being. It's a complicated thing.
I wasn't laughing at you.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's a comical scenario.
Something different. I thought of something else.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Would we find it funny as well?
It's not funny to us.
Hey, thank you,
No.
Mr. Chekhov.
Absolutely.
You won't find it funny.
Okay.
I don't imagine.
Oh.
Sorry.
Okay, we'll talk after the show.
We'll see.
I'd like to talk after the show.
Oh.
So we'll go ahead and start my my quiz right now. Let's go with the first human being over here. That's my mama. All right, we got Peter Sachowski, age 41. He is the occupation of a scuba diving instructor. He's a volunteer firefighter, and he's also affiliated with the Boy Scouts of America. On weekends, he plays pickup basketball at the 24-Hour Fitness. Let's see, do I ever have flashbacks to Da Nang? Even though I was not there, I was simply an embryo. My father was fighting in Da Nang. Yes, I felt like I kind of got that psychologically through my mother's womb. She was so worried about Da Nang, and I think I got a little bit of that too. Maceo saying, nope, hell no, that dude is a poivert. That's very interesting. I'd be curious to see how you feel he is a poivert, indeed. But I appreciate your standoffishness. You can't.
I wasn't laughing at them calling you a pervert. I promise.
I think it was calling me a poivert. I think it was calling Mr.
It was the other thing. It came back.
It's
to
still
my
funny.
brain.
It sounds like I find it funny as well. I have a good sense of humor.
I'll do another read and we'll see if I want to tell you.
Okay, I trust you. So yeah, let's see. We have a poll up here by chance to see if we want to let Mr. Peter Sachowski into our space colony of sorts, based on this information over here. Yes, I flashback to my own balls indeed. Now, gentlemen, while we're getting the poll up, I want to get your opinions. Would you let this man over here, based on the information I've given you, would you let him in?
I let Mr. Peter date my mother.
Would you let him date your mother? Do you think he can beat up your mother? And also, would you let him into your space colony?
He certainly could beat up my mother. She's a very frail old woman.
Sure,
However,
sure.
Would I endorse such a thing? Different story altogether.
See, it's a complicated issue, right?
Yes.
Yes, indeed. It's a very hard thing to consider.
I would not trust him based on his participation in pickup basketball at the 24-Hour Fitness.
Very interesting, Mr. Giuliani, I believe, yes?
Yes, Glorpy Giuliani.
Thank you, Mr. Glorpy Giuliani. Okay, what about that kind of activity makes you think he's a kind of a miscreant or a mistrustworthy person?
Just the fact that he can't, find another place, maybe a park or something.
Why does he not bring his own group? Why
That's
does he
what I was thinking.
show up?
Yes.
Shows up friendless, looks
that
for
makes
other
sense.
game of basketball.
These are the kind of
Get some
suspicious
friends.
happenings,
Get
exactly.
friends to bring to game with you.
Yes.
Play on your own.
I'm just so tickled that you guys are thinking the way I'd like for you to think when discovering my
The chat
methods.
agrees as well. The chat also thinks that this man is failure for his inability to bring
Yes,
team
good.
with him to basketball court.
That's good read.
These are very fascinating points. I love it. We'll go ahead and close out that poll now. I think everyone's got the point here. They're all doing a great job. Although I will say they're thinking ahead a little bit. They're doing a little bit of their own thinking because I got some elements here I would like to discuss. Let's bring up the Let's bring up the slideshow again, please. So you think that we should not let Mr. Peter Sachowski into our lovely space colony that we're creating? Well, let's go next. Peter's not just a random human being. He's in fact my wife's new boyfriend.
Oh,
Yes,
Boom.
indeed.
Oh my God.
Yes, boom
Boom.
him indeed. Yes. Now,
Kill him.
Now the thing
Kill
about
him.
the thing about thank you. The thing about Mr. Peter over here is that he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
But why? Why is he nice? Why does somebody use niceness and choose niceness as a immediate kind of way of dealing with strangers? That means they're hiding something, in my opinion. I think they're hiding something. It's a front. Yes. Nice people are only trying to get something out of you. Okay? Let's go to the next slide here. I did a little snooping. I thought, this guy's just a little too nice. What's the point? Why is this guy so nice to me? His wife's old flame, if you will. Let's go ahead and pull up the slideshow again. And lo and behold, I look in Peter's garbage can, and he has receipts for overdue library books. He was hiding this egregious human sanctity-defining badness with his niceness. He's trying to cover himself
Sorry,
up.
not to interrupt, but to interrupt. Were the receipts because he paid for them?
The receipt said that yes, he did pay, but they were 2 weeks late on the payment. He had to pay $27 as opposed to
Wow, where's
nothing.
he getting his books?
I know it's a.
But he had returned them. The receipt was for the returned books.
Right,
with
that's the
late
question.
fee.
Yes,
Yes, why
he-
was there a receipt?
Just for the confirmation that yes, you finally did return the books.
But he did
okay?
own- he
You're
did
no longer on the
Own
system.
up to his problem.
Exactly right. Yes, a noble thing to consider, perhaps. But the fact that he did it in the first place, the fact that he did it in the first place.
And what the disaster is asking you about what the types of books were.
Yes, what kind of books was he taking from the library?
I'll let you guys know this. In fact, it was bartending for dummies. They thought he was
God.
picking up some sort of extra hobby on the side, which like, why don't you spend time with my wife, Peter?
But this also seems like a book you would not read once and then return. It seems like a book you would keep with you.
You would
for-
own,
Yeah.
right?
You
Yeah.
would want that-
Stick to your principles, Peter.
Has
one
this guy
cursory reading would
not
be
heard
enough.
of the internet?
That's also a good point. I didn't even go to the library in the first place. You know, when you got the computers.
This is a
So
good point.
you all did a great job. You read this man as not trustworthy because he's too nice from the get-go. Great job. Let's go ahead and go to the next person in my slideshow. Now we got Morgan Huff over here, age 49, occupation custodian. Thank you. Yes, give it up for Morgan. Yes.
This man looks trustworthy.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, that's what. Okay, that's a good first impression. Affiliations, none. Can we actually need to pull that back up again? What did I say here? Oh yes, he's very bad at poker, and he attends weekly anger management sessions. Now, would you let Morgan into our space colony? We'll go ahead and get another poll up here in just a moment.
Kind of feels like not enough information to get that, but
It's true, but listen, when you meet a human being, you only get their face. You know.
My feeling is that
true.
if he is bad at poker, that means he is bad at lying, which is a good quality for a human.
Yeah.
It's a very good read. Very interesting, that Gloria.
Fascinating.
Yes.
Fascinating observation.
Yes, Anton, do you have any opinions?
My opinion is the angry, gambling-addicted janitor would not make good man to kill my mother. I'd say. I would not want him to kill my mother.
But
Oh.
he'd be good at it.
You think-
Perhaps he'd be good at it, but I suppose marry as opposed to kill my mother.
Sure,
That's
sure,
just
sure.
what I-
Could I have a little clarification on your policy regarding whether they can kiss your mother or whether you'd like them to kiss you?
It's how comfortable I feel at the image of them kissing my mother.
I see. And if they physically could
Yes, I
kill
thought
you.
it was-
Exactly, yeah. There's kind of
Gotcha.
two things that, I want to consider, which is like, from the get-go, I think that guy can kill my mom. But would he look good kissing her? You know? It's kind of like, is it going to be a love or a hate thing with this person? Yeah.
You would okay, I understand.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a complicated human issue.
So you would not like to see Morgan?
Well, I'm not going to say anything right off the bat, but let's just go ahead and see here the chat.
my goodness.
is
It
obviously
seems the
voting.
chat finds Morgan trustworthy.
They find Morgan
Chat,
trustworthy,
Morgan.
Morgan interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and close that poll off here.
Close for Morgan.
Well, fantastic job, chat. Fantastic job. I will say, Morgan, himself, though he is very bad at poker and is quite an angry man, as a result, when he's losing at poker, he's kind of funny, you know? And every society needs a joker, kind of like a class clown of some sorts. So if you go ahead and go to the next slide, if you will, everyone needs a funny man in the community.
Yeah.
So I say we let Morgan in because we need some laughs. If we're not laughing, then what are we doing in space in the first place? Glorpy, are there funny aliens out there that you appreciate having in your societies?
Yes, we have Yorknarg. Yorknarg is funniest alien in all of Sector 12.
Wow. See, I'd love to meet that man, and I'd be glad to have him in my own society.
Yeah, I'm intrigued because Glorpy's pretty funny.
He's got a quick wit. He's got a
Thank
quick
you.
wit.
I try.
Thank you very much, Glorpy.
I make no intention of being funny.
Thanks for your honesty, Anton.
Absolutely.
Alrighty, well, you're doing great so far. Let's go ahead and go to the next human being on our slideshow game over here.
Is this a game?
It's kind of like a game, yeah. in
Oh,
a
okay.
sense, yeah. Alright, so next up we have Sandrine Chapin.
Beautiful.
She is 30
Female.
36 years old. I have very bad depth perception.
We don't make those assumptions.
My mistake.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, you're still new to us. Yeah, she's a tutor. She's affiliated with the Librarians of America.
Oh.
And she graduated summa cum laude from Loyola Marymount
That's some
University.
interesting information.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. Okay. So think of this kind of information on the side, on paper. Would you want that in some kind of society?
Wouldn't it be crazy if she was the librarian at the library that the first guy took the books from?
Wouldn't
my
it
goodness.
be
Yeah.
What a
so
wild
simple?
connection that would be.
Very fascinating. Very fascinating.
Yeah.
It's a good thing to consider. Good thing to consider. Now, Glorpy, or anyone else on the chat here, would you think that some sort of educator of some sort would be important in a space colony?
I just want to address very quick. I am not related to famed actor Elliot Gould.
Yes.
I appreciate his work, particularly in the Robert Altman films in particular. I like his style and his delivery. However, I have no relation to him. Thank you.
Giving it up for Elliot. Cool.
Yes, I would love to give it up for Elliot Gould. Absolutely, I would.
I was conceived during a screening of California Split.
Fantastic film.
So, let's go ahead and get a poll up here for Miss Sandrine Chapin.
Now, I'm now bringing up the question about the librarian thing. It also begs another question about Peter, and maybe I can save this for the Q&A.
No.
But we want adversaries as they fuel perfection.
And individual
Now,
Yes.
so they could be adversaries, and I think, if I'm not reading too much into it, Peter might already be your adversary. So-
somebody
His
testing the system.
boyfriend of mother.
Yeah,
correct?
wife.
Yes.
Yes.
Wife.
Boyfriend of wife.
Yeah.
Are you still married?
Technically, yes. Legally, yes. On paper, we are still engaged.
So technically, yes, as well as legally, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Great. Thank you
It's a
for
good
that
clarification.
clarification.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And do you sleep in the same bed?
We haven't done that in quite a while. I'm sorry.
And where do you sleep if not in your own bed?
Well, I got my own bed. It's just kind of not in the house. It's kind of in another, in a
Oh.
vehicle of some sort.
What kind of vehicle?
I've turned a box van into a. You've heard of a Sprinter?
Would you
Yeah.
like us to move on?
I think we can go ahead and move on here. We'll go ahead
I
and
sense such.
close this off in just a moment.
Moving on. Oh, you lost your cigarette. I'm sorry that I yelled.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks.
So you're right a little bit. There you go.
Thank you. Yes, the patch is.
I understand.
You got it.
It seems the chat has decided on the destiny of Sandrine.
Sandrine is not going to be getting into
Whoa.
our space colony. Well,
Whoa.
let's go ahead and pull up the slideshow and see if they're correct.
First not unanimous vote.
Yeah, it's a little.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
we're reaching more divisive voting systems now. Let's see. Next up is going to say that no, in fact, that you know what, on a small society that we're going to be building up again. I don't think we need too many smarty pants, okay? Because the smarter you are, the more that you kind of subvert the system, and you're better than everybody else. You think you're on your high horse of some sort because you got all straight A's and you went to Loyola Marymount? No, sir. I think that at most society should belong and be built up with B and C average students. I did not put that in my positional information early on, but I was just kind of teaching you as we go on. It's like tutorials as the game goes on.
Yes, and user Masio13 asked, where does the alien sleep? I am assuming you are referring to me, Glorpy Giuliani.
We don't make those assumptions.
Don't make the
I'm
Don't
sorry.
make those assumptions.
Well, Masio, if you were speaking about me, the answer is I sleep in a pod in my birth sack.
Oh. An immediate clap.
Thank you, Glorpy. Thank you, Glorpy. Yes, indeed. Who is that? Zeneris over there. You do not have to pass an IQ test to be in Senate.
That's in quotes.
Yes, as if someone has implied it. Yes. All right.
Perhaps the tiny man included in the comment is the one saying the quote.
The man touching his chin.
Almost like he's yelling it out, and the message is being displayed
Ooh,
as he speaks.
Deep.
Yeah.
Next person in my slideshow,
Huh.
please, and thank you. And we got Danielle Glazer,
Beautiful.
age 62, a philanthropist. No affiliation. She's affiliated with the NRA, the National Rifle Association, and miscellaneous. She makes incredible lemonade. Now let's go ahead and get a poll up here for Miss Danielle Glazer.
Sounds like a woman I would have on my team. I would let this woman marry my mother, absolutely.
Fantastic.
Oh yeah, we didn't think about that.
Right? Yeah. And also, I'm not, she's a member of the NRA. Could she kill my mother if she's strapped? If she's strapped, I can see her absolutely just kind of hitting on the spot.
Now, wouldn't you be able to tell?
It's true.
Yes,
I would be able to sniff it out. Me, special. I've been working on that for quite a while. That's how I became a lieutenant. But anyone else here, if you can sniff out a gun within 32 yards, then more power to you. I have another seminar on my website that you can learn about sniffing out guns and smelling the rust from the metal.
That's how it's done.
Yeah, you can kind of sense. It's a very special kind of chemical that builds up on the chamber of the pistol, or handgun, or shotgun.
Wow.
Yep, she's in.
Neat.
Let's see who else we got here. We'll get the poll up in just a moment.
This woman, I think, I trust to kiss my mother, but I also trust to kill, should circumstance call. I believe judgment necessary to know when to kill my mother she possesses.
So you think that if she knew I have to kill this woman, your mother, that she would be able to pull it off?
Yes, and as well as if I discover my mother dead and it's because she's the reason, I would go, well, I must not have all the context quite yet. There must be greater story.
sure.
I
So
need to hear.
Yes.
Whereas if Peter killed my mother, I think.
Now
That one's on us.
that's a form of empathy right there. It's understanding that everybody's got their reasons. Even your enemies in the first place. Yeah. Okay, great. So Danielle Glazer, seems like everyone's pushing her into our space colony, and we'll
Wow.
see. We'll close this poll out and see if they are correct.
Kind of a
See
femme
here.
fatale.
Ooh, yeah.
Yes.
I like the way you're thinking of
At
her.
least space colony needs that for all.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We're closing out that poll. She is in. Thank you.
Welcome, Danielle.
Welcome her to the Everything Now space colony that we're just opening up.
Do I have to be in it?
This is truly an exercise right now, but I suppose that
Sure.
anyone that the Dr. Brain over here feels is trustworthy to be on the show could be on our space colony, if you so wish.
Yes, Matt, you are going to be in it.
No, I said have to.
Yes, you're
going
going to be.
Okay.
Yes.
Space
All right.
colony.
Okay.
You will
trapped
be.
in space colony.
Welcome.
Thank you. Yes. So we're going to my next slide to see if they are correct in letting her in.
I'm excited to know. I feel good in my guessing.
You feel good? Yes. I think I'm feeling pretty good as well.
I feel that I made good choice.
Let's go ahead and go next. And yes,
Oh
indeed,
my goodness.
you notice she's a
Thank you,
philanthropist.
thank you. You
Therefore,
will
she
never
is a
escape.
rich woman. Look at that. Dr. Teacher's my face. Thank you, Junkrat's bitch. Thank you so much for following us.
Welcome, Junkrat's Bleach.
I don't think that's what it said.
Thank you very much. But yes, if there's one thing to know about rich people is that they do not need anything from you. They are already rich. They do not care about your existence, okay? So they will just be giving out their money willy-nilly because they have it all and they think they can supply what they would like. They're basically running the whole place. They're kind of funding this whole operation in a sense. And you should be nice to rich people because someday they'll be nice to you, okay? So consider that. Some of my nicest clients are rich people.
What a disaster is saying, eat the rich.
That's unsanitary, man. I've eaten many human beings on my excursions with the U.S. military, and let me tell you, it is not a worthy diet supplement. No thank
What
you.
a disaster. Have you tried the rich? Are they delicious?
You out there in the chat, that's a good point. I suppose I haven't eaten rich people. Do rich people taste good? Let's go ahead and ponder that for a
And
moment.
that's Zinaris, I'm glad to know comrades are here. Comrades, unite, if you're right. That's my thing.
Yeah,
right?
good for you. Yeah, you have your allies in the chat.
We've got
Yes.
the team, right? My bros.
All right, let's go to the next person. Okay, this over here is Yasmin Koo. She is 35 years old.
Beautiful.
She's a hairstylist. She's affiliated with Couples for Christ, which is a Catholic group where Catholic couples meet up together with other Catholic couples. And
So I guess when you say affiliated,
Right.
because this is not job. Her job, hairstylist.
no. She's not paid to be part of this group. She pays with her soul, with her spirit, to be part of this Catholic society. Would we let Miss Yasmin Koo into our space colony based on that information? Let's go ahead and get a poll out there. Now, here's where it gets kind of tricky, okay? Now, again, you kind of got to go with your gut instinct because there are things deeper below the surface. They are not just the covers of their books. Know what I mean? Just letting you know that some of these you might get wrong, and that's okay. You're first timers, and that's okay. No way, Jose. We cannot join you into a new era without I can't see that
It
cool
says
hair.
without cool hair. It's true statement.
I'm with you on that one. Personally speaking, Maseo 13 troublemaker. Okay, interesting. Couples for Christ seems kind of sketchy. You wouldn't be wrong to assume that.
I like point made by What a Disaster here, which is Christ, the religions in general as the means for control. So I worry that she brings this in and creates too much order and structure around divinity.
Anton, can you expand on your thoughts on organized religion?
Well, I'll just speak for what kind of I know from growing up. It is an opiate for the masses.
What do you want? Where do you want it?
Oh!
It's
What do you want?
My goodness
Where do you
gracious!
want
The
it?
Spud Hunter!
We know what this means.
Welcome, Spud Hunter!
We got a thing for this.
It's time to play the video.
And guys, we have actually something very special for this
this on the
first
internet?
subscription. For the first new season, we have a bumper. So here we go. We're going right into it. Buckle up.
This is just a chair.
What do you want? Where do you want it? What do you want? Where do you want it? What do you want? Where do you want it? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. A glorious day. Thank you, Spud Hunter, for gracing us with your subscription. Because you have subscribed on the show, you get a tattoo on our friend Teddy over here, Mr. Theodore. Now, what you want and where you want it is entirely up to you. So you let us know, what do you want? Where do you want it? What do you want? Where do you want it? What do you want? Where do you want it? What do you want? Where do you want it?
It's what location?
Nose.
Nose, yes. Hey, the nose is completely free territory at this
Wow.
point. That's impressive.
Nose on the nose.
Oh, you would like a nose on his nose. That's terribly
Nose
clever.
on top of old nose is very
Okay.
powerful.
Extremely meta.
I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my machine now over here, this tattoo gun.
Activate the tattoo gun.
Hold on 1 second.
Okay, I'm priming up. I'm priming up.
Thank you for your subscription, Mr. Spud Hunter. Welcome.
Welcome from down under, I believe. There's an Australian streamer.
Wow.
Let's applaud that. Let's applaud that. Oh, buddy.
And sad, but seems Yasmin Koo, future not looking good.
It's not looking all right. Not looking all right.
In the chat, it also says Triple Nickel Tickle Pickle has continued sub gift to Blessed One. I don't know if we got a notification for that. Dr. Teacher, is there a way to confirm?
What do you want? Where do you want it?
Another subscriber! Oh my goodness!
This happened so quickly.
Thank you for your support.
Are we gonna do this again then?
Yes.
We will do this once more with video as well again.
Wow.
And the triple nickel pickle tickle says, Sally, I'm late, I love you, and
It's okay.
it's
We love
okay,
you
and
too.
We love you as well.
We just came to a screeching halt.
Yes,
Yeah, we
what
love.
happened?
They trued it into our show. As far as I know.
What is happening?
We are slaves to the support.
What do you want?
Oh
Where
my
do you
goodness
want
gracious! Oh no! Oh lordy!
What do you want?
Where do you want it? What do you want?
Fate of Yasmin must wait.
Yasmin's getting a grief.
I know, it's a little bit of a rest, yes. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
The Spud Hunter, I put a note here. Let's go to the guest camera if we can.
Yes.
I put a nose on top of Teddy's
Oh,
nose.
This
that's
is
good.
smaller nose on
Spud
on the
Hunter,
nose.
what do you think of your tattoo? Let us know in
Hope
the
you like
chat.
it. I hope you like it.
Dr.
What
Teacher,
do you
perhaps
want?
you can.
Where
Oh my
do you
God!
want it?
Goodness
Jesus,
gracious.
okay.
Thank
Thank you.
and thank you.
Yeah, alright.
This seems like a problem.
You know, it's quite a complication.
The support is overwhelming. Thank you. Dr. Teacher, perhaps you should tell them what is happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me hop in here. Hey guys, if you're just joining us, this is Everything Now. Every time we get a subscription, we tattoo something on our friend Teddy. So if you were just gifted or given a subscription, please decide what you want, where you want it on our good friend Teddy here. And,
What do you want? Where do you want it?
What do you want?
What do you want?
What
Where
do
do
you
you
want?
want?
What do you
What do you want?
Where would you want
Where
on
do
your
you
body?
want
Just
it?
What
to
do you
show
want?
off some tattoos
And
we
where
have
do you want
already. We've got Hulk Hogan over here on the back of our bicep.
Oh no.
We also got property of Aristotle. That's our traditional tattoo artist who's
Okay.
not here at the moment. Marcuson has a very gifted, fascinating, bloody knife.
And we are waiting on
And
answers
just
from-
so everyone knows, the Spud Hunter has actually gifted all those subs. So the Spud Hunter has not only subscribed but also gifted a sub to the Shadow Department, Miss Vespite, and Kaiserve. So if you guys are in the chat, please let us know what you want and where you want
Please,
it.
you three in chat, inform us of what is wanted, where it's wanted.
Yes, and thank you again for your support, Mr. Spud Hunter. Your support is much appreciated.
It means a whole lot to us. We'll
And Marcio is asking for to be shown his Abraham Lincoln. If we
Oh,
can
yes,
showing
yes.
of his Abraham Lincoln.
Where did you ask for the Abraham Lincoln that one?
It was on. It's
I
on
saw
right
it.
there on his leg, as you can see.
Yes, yes. Well, coming in.
And a quick reminder of what Abraham Lincoln, famed criminal, looks like.
Been criminal.
Yes, well,
Well-
we've all got different books, right?
Okay, okay.
If you
It seems like you knew that when you brought it up.
Yeah, you were excited to call him a criminal. I like
Well,
that.
you know, hey, I learned things differently.
If you received a gifted sub, please let us know what you would like tattooed on Teddy and where you would like it. Otherwise, we
What
must
do you want and where do you want
continue.
it? I think I'm getting the hang of it.
Yeah, I think we're gonna just continue the presentation, and if you guys wanna jump in and say what you want, then let us know, and we'll tattoo it.
We'll tattoo it. Yes, indeed. All right, so we'll continue on. Miss Yasmin Koo, hairstylist, was on the
She's
chopping block
trembling.
here. Now, someone pointed out at one
Oh
point.
yeah, and that was a no. We closed that poll out
Thank
because
you.
they started
Oh,
subbing, but that was a big no.
Big fat no. Well, great. Someone did point out that we do need cool hairstyles in the future in our own space colony, but I don't know if it's coming from this woman particularly. Let's go ahead and pull up the slideshow right here. Go next. And absolutely
Oh my goodness.
a rude hater.
She
I
is
went
a
in one
hater.
day asking for them to work on my chops, and she laughed at me for a full 4 minutes before she even started trimming. Okay?
But she did do it.
She did eventually trim,
Okay.
but off the bat, she did make fun of me, and I did not appreciate that. Okay, deep down, you thought, oh, this lovely woman from this photo that I saw, she must be very nice. She must be very friendly and helpful as a hairdresser. No sorry, Bob.
Hmm.
No sorry, Bob. She hurt me in my cockles. She hurt me.
I'm sensing a lot of personal vendettas.
We're gonna go ahead and go on to the next
Okay.
the next slide over here. The next person. Let's go and let's see what we got over here. Wait, can't we just have robots do our hair? That's also another thing. Is that robots and automation are gonna be taking over? I feel in our future space colony. So why bother with the creatives? You know what I mean? All right, next we got Devin Pullerman.
Beautiful.
Age 19, occupation, student, affiliation, Modelo High School marching band, and has been playing glockenspiel for the past 3 years. Now the youth is a subject that we have not really discussed so far yet. We trust this young man over here, posing with some books, with some literature that he could have gotten from a library. We'll get a poll up here in a moment. Libraries, a consistent thing that I have.
transported to beach.
What was that?
I just felt sensation of beach briefly.
You felt like we were in a beach for a
I
moment?
felt momentary sensation of beach.
You found your beach? So we're
Almost,
saying?
no, well, perhaps I found beach. It just felt flash, like traumatic memory flash.
Yes.
Anyway,
Interesting.
colony musician, huh?
Yes.
I do not trust this phrase, Glockenspiel. It sounds like Glocksplokian, which is
gosh.
a massive disease, cancer of the galaxy.
Ooh, way to go, Devin. You didn't think that one through, did you? Sorry, I didn't mean to get so emotional right off the bat. Well, so far it seems like everyone's voting toward nope. Very interesting.
Sad
Very
Devin.
interesting. Yes.
Who of now in? Who
Yeah.
of now is in?
Yes, who
So-
have we accepted into
Just
the
the-
colony?
So-
the blonde woman.
The rich person has gotten in, Danielle Glazer, as well as Morgan
angry.
Huff,
Yes.
the anger management needing janitor who plays
Fascinating.
poker. Yes. Let's see, what's they saying in the chat? We don't need noobs in our colony. They're more likely to make mistakes and everyone get filled. Yes, young people are still trying to figure it out. But can they figure it out when we're still trying to figure it out? It's a confusing, confounding thought. A philosophical mind bender, if you will. A tongue twister of the
Hat.
het.
Quite.
Yeah.
So one person's saying yes or so, that's fine. But unfortunately, democracy reigns.
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and close out this poll in a moment. Thank you, Zenaris.
Anton, what are your thoughts on democracy?
It's a fun idea, but as we all know, it only leads to exploitation of the working class. I can get into this later. Look, we all know, right? We all know what my whole deal is about. So.
Oh, I think we got a sense. Triple nickel, pickle tickle. Pull him in, just ain't a man I can trust. Ask me later about push him in, and we can talk.
What?
Wait,
Are we still waiting on a tattoo
We cannot see that.
from Triple
Only
Nickel
us.
Tickle?
they've given them tattoos before in the past. They're
Oh, I
subscribers.
understand.
But
Oh, I
the new
understand.
ones we have not seen in the chat yet. So let's go back to the slide
I'm
over here to
sorry.
see if they were correct in saying nope to Mr. Devin Pullerman. Yes, indeed.
Wow.
No to Devin Pullerman, my friend. He's a affiliate with my awful nephew. And he made a Photoshop of me kissing a butt, and then made fun of me for the fact that I do not know how to use Photoshop.
I'm not laughing at the idea of you kissing a butt.
That's okay.
It was this thing from earlier.
Thank you for letting us know when you're not laughing at certain sensitive topics.
Because I
This
can
is
get like a little
helpful for
defensive.
us. Yes, exactly.
Well, I definitely don't want to be an adversary.
No, thank you. Well, hey, again, we'll discuss this later after the show. So, you're doing great so far, chat. A couple more examples. Let's do one more. Actually, let's do 4 more. So,
More examples.
we're going to,
More.
wow. Okay.
yeah, the tattoo stuff really kind of got in the way there.
Did you didn't mention your nephew in your list of family? I guess. Forget it.
Well, they're not listed there for a reason.
Oh,
I'll say that.
Okay.
So, Sky Tolomer, age 34, a doctor, affiliations, none, and plays pickup basketball at the 24-hour fitness.
Okay,
Whoa.
major red flag.
Yes,
Whoa.
yes. So, shocking.
Yeah.
As we have discussed, this is not good.
We find this to be a negative thing.
This feels like a quick one to me.
Yeah, so we'll just go ahead and call that one by chance, maybe?
Yeah, that guy.
No
Yes, I
polls?
think agreed. That
Absolutely.
No way for now.
Let's go next to the slide. Let's go scoot over here. And yes, we do not allow him into our space colony because he did not let me absorb the birth of my niece, my beautiful niece. He kicked me out of the room, and I was not appreciative of that. Next up over here, we got, next slide. I'm just done with the pose at this point. Let's just get.
Is that your niece?
That's a picture of my beautiful niece, wrist.
Beautiful.
I know, she's gorgeous. She's a gorgeous young woman. Dolores Oyamo, age 74, retired Bridge Club Society for killing stray dogs. That's some brutal business. Miscellaneous, she's considered the most hated teacher in America in 1997, and she yells at waiters.
Now, this is woman that would kill my mother.
You think so? You think so?
Absolutely, this woman would kill my mother.
Yes.
Big thumbs.
So yeah, we'll get from. So you think? Would you let her in your space colony, Mr. Anton?
Yes. In my specific one, yes, sure, why not?
How about yourself, Mr. Glorpy?
Yes, I think she would make an excellent addition.
This is not microphone, you hold to us.
No, I'm just kind of pointing.
Okay.
It smells.
Yeah. You know,
What is that scent?
I'm a busy man. I'm a busy man. I'll say that much.
Okay.
A little too poisonal. I think you let her in, yeah.
You all let her in? Very interesting, very interesting. So despite the fact that all of that information is negative, indeed, you all think we should let her in.
I'm just trying to guess now.
You're just trying, I know, that's what I mean, is that like, this is a beginner's...
I respect the authenticity of woman who is the most hated teacher in America. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's completely her own in that
Yes,
sense.
you have to be.
Yes, a superlative is always good.
I'm thinking she might not make it in because she might have been your teacher, or
Right.
or perhaps maybe you were a waiter at some time.
So, these are all fascinating guesses. I don't know where you're getting coming up with this one off the dome.
This person's name. Yes, for me it's Dolores Oyamo.
Yes, Dolores Oyamo.
Yes, and I would say it, Dolores Oyamo.
Delaris Oyamo.
You are welcome.
Oh, your cigarette. Oh my God.
Fire hazard, fire hazard,
thank you
fire
once more.
hazard.
I think I see why you and Peter might not get along.
Yes.
Volunteer firefighter.
Yeah, you're rife with detail absorbing. So yeah, he's not getting in. Dolores is not getting in. Well, let's see next over here. Wow.
Oh my God.
Wow,
so
you're gonna-
definitely teach her.
You're gonna let this woman rot on Earth while it's deteriorating, while we're going up to the stars to start anew? No. This lovely woman taught me how to read. Okay, she told me that these waiters deserved it because they was racist behind her back, and they said that she was an old bitch. She told me that they said that to her. She told me they said that to her.
Wow, now I'm
Jesus.
immediately on her side. It's
Oh my
fascinating.
God.
She taught me how to read.
Not laughing.
You sick animal. Okay, so you got one wrong. Okay, well let's go ahead and get to these next two and see if we're just gonna be letting anybody in. Okay.
I know that guy.
Yeah, you know this man.
I know him. What the hell? No.
You know this
I
guy?
can't explain why, but no.
You can't explain why, but no. Okay. He's an Apple Store employee, 29 years old. He's affiliated with EVE Online. He has a guild of some sort. Okay, and of course he has snarky hipster glasses. Now we'll go ahead. Do we want to vote this one, Dr. Teacher, or should we just kind of roll through it? I'll leave it up to you, Mr. Host.
It's a yes for me, dog.
Interesting point.
You'll all be sorry.
Interesting point made
You've
here.
made a grave mistake.
I'm very scared because I was letting him in because he taught me Photoshop. Did not tell anyone that I thought the G key was missing and that I actually forgot what the G key looked like. Again, I did not learn reading right off the bat in my life. So it's people like Keegan who are actually good to me. So 2 wrong right in a row. Very fascinating. Very fascinating. All right, we got our last example up here. We have.
Just to clarify, I said yes. I said it where he's in.
Oh no, I know. I mean, you know.
He's in.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. Someone said no over here though.
This guy?
Yes, that man.
He's in.
Yes. Good job.
Great.
Good thinking. Good thinking. We got our last example here. This is character actor Bob Gunton. He is age 73. He's an actor of stage and screen. He's affiliated with the. Pardon me. Pardon me.
What's on here?
They are SAG member. They're a member of SAG. Yeah.
Give it up for SAG, the Screen Actors Guild.
I couldn't find the G-spot. Very funny, Marcel. Very funny. You'd be on the space colony in no time with the jokes like that.
This is a joke I don't understand.
Yes, character actor Bob Gunton. He was in Shawshank Redemption. He was in I Heart Huckabees, and among many other films. Would you let this man onto your space colony?
I loved The Shawshank Redemption. It is one of the few films available on my planet.
Oh, no kidding. Just like films from Earth or just films in general?
In general, films in general are only from Earth, so it's one of the few films from Earth and one of the few films in general.
Interesting.
Hmm.
How we feeling over here? You guys fans of Big Bob Gunton?
I have not seen a movie that's been released since 1984, so
Ooh.
I mean, I will speak a little later on
Ooh.
film, but just
Okay.
I cannot speak on Mr. Gunton.
Well, get in here, Bob.
You're into it? You're into it.
I was reading it. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Got it. Yes.
And,
Well, people are pro Bob Gunton.
Someone's saying he's way too tan.
Ooh, Macheo. Very, very interesting, my friend. What does that say? I'm undecided. Okay, fair. You know what? And again, this is what it is. It's a tutorial to teach you how to think a little differently when we're putting together a space colony. So we'll go ahead and close this poll out in just a moment. Gross. Only one vote or so. That's good. It's fascinating, if you
Yeah,
will.
there's not enough information. I'm also undecided.
So undecided. I know. Unless he's punched Jason Schwartzman. Wow. What a.
Did he do that?
Yeah, well, because in High Huckabees,
Oh.
they had a bit of a scuffle. So,
Mm.
yeah, not like literally, but like in the movie.
Incredible reference to make.
Oh, shocking! It's beautiful. During Huckabees, exactly right. Yeah. Where you guys at? I'm at the fire, man. That's another quote from I Heart Huckabees.
Peter was a fireman.
He was a fireman. Yes. Mark Wahlberg in I Heart Huckabees was in fact a fireman. Any other questions? You guys are doing fantastic. You're learning real well, I think. Making mistakes, but that's what learning is about. So I guess we can close out this neck and neck poll. It's neck and neck. And let's go ahead and check out the last slide over here. Did you guess right? Did you let Bob Gunton in correctly? And in fact, no.
Ooh.
No. In the Shawshank Redemption, they took the coward's way out. Did not partake in a duel with director Frank. God, he did The Walking Dead. What's his name? Frank something. Did not partake in a duel with the director into forcing his suggestion into the film, and he instead killed
Darabont.
himself. Yes. So we are not letting in Bob Gunton because of his cowardice in the movie The Shawshank Redemption.
Is that the character's cowardice or him?
So
himself?
adding up the tally over here, we're going to go ahead and see that you got pretty much all of them right except for 2. But that's 80%. That's passing. That's a B. You're a B average student. That's a good thing. I say, with your decision making so far, you've entered the Everything Now space colony into a utopia of sorts.
Whoa.
Congratulations, everybody. Congratulations.
That's beautiful.
You're
Yeah.
figuring it out. You got it.
Wow.
Thank you, Dante.
Oh, my pleasure. Now, do we want to do a Q&A? I will answer any questions that come my way, but I understand that,
I
you know,
must say, it feels like
Time is
doing
money.
so many questions, but if chat has maybe 2, 3 top questions they feel we have not yet addressed, keep in mind we've addressed so many things already.
Yeah.
What does a gun smell like? Says What a Disaster.
Yes, good question. Thank you, What a Disaster.
oh, it's kind of got that salty smell from human sweat, because someone's gripping the handle a little too much. It has a lot of different smells considering the scenario. You know what I mean? It kind of got that oaky wood smell from the grip of a sawed-off shotgun. But they always are going to smell kind of like a motorcycle kicking back. There's a little bit of that grit, that kind of like rusty oil, kind of mechanical kind of smell that I associate with love. Okay, I associate that with you know, like this is my rifle, this is my gun, this is for fighting, this is for fun, that kind of thing. Because I'm a soldier deep down. So guns smell like love. What can I say?
It's great, and if there are no last question, I believe we have discovered the members of our colony.
Yes, indeed. It seems like we have discovered the members of our colony. I've lost my cigarette.
One last question
Oh.
here. Someone's asking if you will ever replace your eye.
Ooh,
Interesting.
that's a.
Thank you for that question, Zanaris.
Thank you very much. Now, I never thought of it like that, because ever since I lost my eye, I feel like I captured the attention of many more people. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like, hey, that guy must have a fascinating story. Let's see what this is about. And then they sit down around me as I regale them with tales of the 134th unit out over there in Fallujah, and kind of give them sense of my wisdom based on my combat experience and getting to know people as a soldier. Is the Russian also a wrestler? That's a Q&A for another
Yeah,
person.
I'm not, but let's get to me.
Keep
I
it-
can talk about more.
Keep it to me. Keep it to me, okay? So, we like stories. Yeah, yes, you do. And I thank you for listening to mine all throughout this evening. I don't know. How are you feeling, Dr. Teach? Should we take a couple more questions, or are you feeling like we should move on?
Oh, God.
Well, don't do that. Whatever
Sorry.
you do.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
How about we just review who we let in?
Absolutely. So,
Is there a chance for appeals for any of these people?
that's a good point. That's a good
I can't
question.
imagine we have time for appeals at this point.
I mean,
No,
you
no,
know,
no. I just mean like if there's a later process that they could, an
it-
online portal perhaps.
yeah, they can kind of let the government know, like, hey, I feel like I was wronged here.
Right.
Yeah, no, you know what? I think that in the process of determining the first couple of people going into space, not so much. But when when we're starting to be like, hey, this is actually working, we have a Jamba Juice up here already, that means it's livable, then, hey, if you were said no to originally, let's reconsider. Maybe you changed as a human being.
Maybe you found 4 other basketball players.
Exactly right. Maybe you started a team. They can be the members of the Everything Now Space Colony Major League
Rejection.
Basketball
Oh.
team. Who knows?
Great.
Who knows? That's me. Let's cut my head off there. I'm Lieutenant Dante Alphonse Lagrange. Thank you very much for listening to me. And yeah, let's go ahead and go through the slideshow if you want to real quick.
Great presentation.
I think it's just this guy.
Yeah, so basically Morgan Huff was let in.
Great. Good choice.
Good job, everybody out there. And that's the one that counts, really.
Okay.
Yeah, you let him and the philanthropist in. So, good job. You did it.
Is someone opening hard candy?
Oh,
Sorry, it's something with my shirt.
wait, hold on.
Understand.
I'm getting a sniff.
Uh-oh.
Smells like
Oh, no.
What's that smell?
That can't be good.
smells like sulfur a little bit.
Oh, God.
It's starting. I taste it a little bit too.
Is it maybe in your mustache?
This must be mustache.
Potentially,
Okay.
it's hard to clean out, but I'm just saying I smell something suspicious.
Oh,
Sorry, Ted. So, yes, that is my time for now. Thank you so
Great.
much.
Thank you. Well done.
Thank you so much, Alphonse Lagrange.
You got it.
And yeah, if you're just joining us, this is Everything Now. Our episode is on space. So we're bringing in some experts to help us with our new space colony. We found a nice little planet out there in the solar system. And speaking of that planet, we sent out an explorer to go and see how our planet is, see what kind of life is out there, what the terrain is like. So we're gonna show a couple video journals from our explorer throughout the episode. So this will be the first. So please sit back and enjoy.
I am so honored and excited to be the very Space Log number 1. Hi you guys. My name is Winnie Wanderwell and I am so honored and excited to be the very first person to be up here at Everything Now's very own space colony. How exciting is that? It's actually particularly exciting for me because my great-grandmother was Aloha Wanderwell, who was kind of a little-known Canadian explorer. And that's actually what I want to talk to you guys about. I heard that this is a show where they crack your skull open and fill it with knowledge, and so I thought I'd use these videos as a way to teach you guys a little bit about my great-grandma while also updating you on what I'm doing up here in space and how I'm carrying on her legacy. Okay, so let's get into it. First of all, my grandma and I actually had very similar starts. For instance, she answered an ad in the newspaper that was asking for strong and brave women to go on an expedition across the globe. And I, of course, answered an email from my supervisor that said, everyone who is supposed to go on this trip is sick from a buffet at a party that we were never going to tell you about. Can you fill in? And I, of course, said, yes. I am so glad I don't have plans on my birthday. Yes, of course I'll go. My grandma was also famous for driving across 43 different states in a Model T at the age of 16. Meanwhile, I am a 27-year-old woman who was just recently told that I have the energy of a much older, dying woman. And I got to go on an exploration to a colony funded by a private brain in a jar. And I got to fly there in a beige spaceship called the Afterthought. So, yeah. Besides that, I mean, it's just day one, so I don't have a whole lot to report yet, but I guess, I know what I was gonna do. I heard that the atmosphere up here actually changes things and makes tastes more enhanced or different than they are on Earth. So I figured since it's been a big day, I made it to the colony, I would do the first beer on the Everything Now space colony. So cheers to our future together, and let's do this. Oh, and it tastes like ragu. It tastes exactly like ragu. What an adventure this is gonna be. Guys, I'm so excited for all of this. Down the hatch.
Hey, thank you, Winnie. Wow, it's so exciting that we have our own explorer out there finding out what our planet is going to be like. Who's excited for that? And yeah, thanks to I guess the Spud Hunter mainly for gifting all those subs. But just a reminder that if anybody subscribes or if anybody comes in the chat that was gifted a subscription, we will tattoo whatever you want, wherever you want it, on our good friend Teddy, right below me. So just keep that in mind. And yeah, so next up we have our second presenter, and this is Anton Chekhov. So please welcome Anton to the stage.
Hello, I'm Anton Chekhov. Thank you for having me here. I am Soviet cosmonaut extraordinaire. In 1984, I must crouch, I suppose. Maybe I stand here. This feels right. In 1984, I leave. Thank you to the chat for being excited for my presence. In 1984, I leave this crumbling hellscape known as planet Earth for the sweet bliss of the outer stars. Very quickly, I make the moon, Russia, Soviet Unions again by peeing on American flag. I believe I took a picture of myself doing such. And so if we can show a picture. And yes,
come on now.
This is me.
Come on.
And so from this day forward, moon became property of Soviet Union, and I start colony. Yes, seize the means, all that jazz. We all love that. Now, I start moon colony in 1984, and I have been so honored and proud to tell you what I know, give you my lessons and instructions on how to make beautiful, strong moon colony. Or space colony, whatever colony you want. And I want to thank the Everything Now show and the Americans who have hosted me, one of your kings in your fallen empire, for you to bring me in. This means so much, for your humility to accept one of your rulers in your fallen land. And I thank you.
Did we make you a
Hold
king? I was not made aware
I
that
don't-
you are a king of our society.
I don't remember voting for this guy at all.
Well, I've been on space since 1984, but I only assume the great awakening of the Soviet Union had come.
You've been asleep since 1984. Son, you lost.
Oh no.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What is this you're saying?
Dude, son, the Cold War is over and you got your butt whipped.
What?
Wow.
Tell me about what happened.
Kind of like that.
What happened with the actor man you had president?
Oh, Ronald Reagan?
Yes.
Yeah, he kind of won that one.
He won.
Yeah, surprisingly.
The actor man won the war.
We didn't think it was going to happen.
Really?
I mean, I didn't at least. It was kind of a suspicious little Nancy. But yeah, I mean, who would have known? He won.
Nancy was his wife.
Nancy Reagan, yeah, sorry. That's why I got confused. I was like, why did I
That's
call her
okay.
Nancy?
Yeah.
What
That's
the
okay.
hell? What's been going on in Earth since I've gone?
Oh, we've basically been ruling for the past couple of decades.
For a bit, yeah.
Yeah, we're kind of doing all right. America. Is that, yeah.
America? What happened to America? Is it bigger?
Oh.
Who's in charge
Since
now?
'84,
Not bigger.
Is America in charge now?
America's kind of in trouble. I mean,
Who would we say? Chat, who's in charge now?
China's kind of coming on the up. and up.
China!
They're pretty big too.
My goodness!
The box offices, at least.
So much bigger. Oh my
I mean,
Christ.
for sure, on paper, Russia, not
Not big.
big, but you know,
You know who our president is currently?
don't tell him.
I
Who's
won't.
our president? I mean, not my... Who's my president?
Who's your president? Who's that shortlist hockey playing buffoon? Who?
Vladimir Brogan.
I-
Vladimir
Okay,
Blotan.
he's... I
Yeah.
believe he's KGB, but okay. That's fine. Who's your president?
Well, and then,
Who?
You remember?
do you remember Drake from Drake and Josh?
No, I don't know.
Oh,
this
that's
show.
right, you did.
Probably born
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
that. Exactly. Don't tell him. Chad, if you want to tell him, I don't.
Who's president? OJ is the president.
Yeah, the football player.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, O.J. Simpson is the president.
Well, he was very good football. Last I knew of O.J. Simpson, very accomplished football player. I
Yeah.
could potentially see transition.
Did you get to see him in Police Squad?
Police Academy.
Police
Police
Academy?
Academy?
No.
No.
Well, no, Police
Naked
Squad.
Naked Gun.
Naked Gun.
There was Police Squad, the TV show.
I
I think
remember
you might
Police
have-
Squad from Files of Naked Gun. I
Yes.
don't remember Naked Gun ever becoming movie or show. Did it happen?
Well, good news came your way. They made
What?
3 of them.
Fascinating.
33 and a half, if I remember.
Oh my goodness, so many films to
That's
make.
news.
Much has changed.
This is horrifying. I've been living on Moon Hell for nothing. For 35 years I've lived on Moon Hell.
Oh, buddy. I'm so sorry.
What?
You okay?
This is sad.
Yeah, I feel kind of bad. You were so confident earlier. Chat, I don't know.
Please, Anton, continue your
What?
presentation.
You
I'm
do your
sorry.
thing.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you about my life on the moon.
Yeah,
Oh
just
my
leave like Soviet Russia out of it.
Any Soviet Russian ideas in your thing, you can just kind of.
Tell us about the moon. What's the moon
Okay.
like?
What's the moon like?
Okay, well,
You're king of the moon.
Yeah.
I became king of moon by pissing on flag, and in my moon colony we get to wear all the blue jeans and drink all the clear Coca-Cola your heart could possibly desire.
That's sick, buddy.
I'm wearing blue jean right now, no one says nothing, so I mean,
They look nice.
is
That's
this,
very cool.
They look pretty.
Anton?
I wish I had a pair.
is these things you're jealous of today? Because I assume only blue jean must
personally,
be,
yeah.
yes, blue jean must be like gold for you.
I don't wear pants, but if I did, they would be blue jeans.
I mean, they wear my military studs. I'm kind of going around. So.
These are black slacks,
We
but
tell
your
him-
pants are cool.
The guy who played the Russian on Star Trek was killed by No!
No.
No!
His own car.
Wait, you know who that guy is? He was only like 23.
The original one.
Oh, not that guy.
Oh,
No.
who are we talking about?
Anton Chekhov.
Wait.
No, that's his character.
This
No.
I'm Anton
Oh,
Chekhov.
wow.
Anton Yelkin played Chekhov.
Wait a second.
Hold
Yes.
on a minute.
This is interesting, but
What?
maybe not worth delving into.
No, I found
Okay, I don't listen. Holy shit! I'm okay.
Real quick,
They named
real
that.
quick. Could we get Glorpy to check if their mic is on? I just want to double check.
Get closer, Morby.
Yes, testing. This is me talking into my
Blue
microphone.
jeans are all
Are
American.
you able to hear me?
This is disaster.
Chat, let me know if you can hear me.
Also, the youngsters are wearing rompers now.
Yeah, you just gotta get a
Right.
little closer.
I have failed. I have failed my.
No, 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 no.
No, I must. I must.
You did great. I'm
And by the
pretty
way,
sure.
I must say, Mr. Dante, I've been carrying
Oh!
guns.
I
I carry
knew-
guns.
Wow.
I was
And it's
suspicious.
fascinating that you say you can smell.
Yes. No.
I leave this here for now.
Yeah, could you
This-
put it on the table?
I
Yeah,
shall
where
put
we
on
could
table,
see.
and
Yeah.
perhaps this returns, perhaps it does not.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Wait a minute. I was going to shoot myself with that.
No, 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 no.
Pardon me?
The important thing is, you did great. Oh, God.
Yeah. It's just.
I've secured the weapon.
Thank you, Giuliani.
Can I have it? It would make me feel better if I had it.
I'm the one who's
Give normal
Well-
men gun.
Yes, you do know what you're doing. It just make me feel better.
You seem like you're the safest person.
If I could just see it here.
I would want to spin it around with my finger.
Yeah, if I could just see it here-ish.
Yeah, so the chat knows that there's a handgun here at all times.
Mm-hmm.
We are safe. It is not in anyone's hands. We have taken away Anton Chekhov's gun from him.
Oh my God.
Well, I believe time to tell you day in life of
Yes.
Let's hear
Russians.
about the
Tell us
day
about
of
yes,
your life.
the Lone
Please
King.
tell us.
Time
We
for
are
day
all
in
very
life and-
curious.
You
Russian
had a
space
great
colony.
run.
Don't do these. Don't
I'm
do
sorry.
these.
Okay.
You don't mean to be condescending.
I'm not. I mean it.
We- yeah.
It's
Turn on slide.
the jeans are very cool and you're great.
I'm a little upset, but you pissed on the flag. That's kind of cool.
Vast expanse, journey through depths of extraterrestrial plane in silent cold hell in the name of prosperity. And now I just feel,
No, 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 no.
and now it becomes so abundantly clear.
That's sick.
It's really cool. It's really cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay. Okay. Next slide, please. Making schedule of waiting to die. Now, this is, how do you fill time while you wait now that your mission is complete of pissing on flag? What do you do with rest of life? Cannot die because not honorable, so must find way to sit and wait to die, knowing Russia has, Soviet Union has succeeded, and so real egg on my face.
No.
now.
No.
No, it's fine. Come on.
No.
Yeah.
Is that water
What
in a
does Moon
Coca-Cola
King do
bottle?
on his day off?
That's
No such
okay,
thing.
water.
No such thing day off on Moon.
Thank
You
you,
out of your
thank
mind?
you. You will never
Oh, hey.
escape.
Hey, thank you.
That's
Thank
not-
you for the follow,
That's not
Tyron Delke.
Day off on Moon.
I don't watch that show.
Very brutal.
Well, let's get into schedule. Begin torment of waking life. 700 hours. Awake painfully. Physically push eyes open to gain sight. Put on blue sheens. Squeeze breakfast. Breakfast will be gray. 800 hours. Yakov Smirnov tape. The Soviet Union's budding new comedian. Only says he's the crown jewel of the Soviet Union. And I must ask.
No.
No?
No,
Don't ask.
Don't ask. You don't want the
He was
answer.
the best pro-Soviet comedian.
And he still is.
in Soviet
Yes.
Russia, flag piss on you. Is
I
that?
don't understand. That is, did he pivot to that sort of joke?
He had
structure?
a catchphrase, and he just, from what I understand,
Really?
killed it for.
Yeah.
He killed it.
Thank you,
here,
thank you.
definitely.
You will never escape.
Okay.
Hey,
Thank you
Thank
for
you,
the
Mr.
follow.
I'm
I'm
Mr.
Mr.
Slippy
Slippy Fist.
I'm Mr. Slippy Fist. Thank
This
you.
is okay. 1000 hours survey area for new discovery. Find only rocks once more.
Really?
Now we can begin next part of day.
This is sounding great.
Settle into nightmare of fully lived day. 1200 hours. Squeeze lunch. The lunch will be brown. With preserved corpse of co-pilot Pavel. This is my co-pilot Pavel.
Oh, hey,
He dies in
Pavel.
1987.
What I had a pair on it, Pavel.
Pavel had beautiful hair.
Beautiful.
Yeah, he's a gorgeous man.
Pavel was a beautiful man. Pavel was a skier. Pavel was a champion. Pavel was a poet,
Wow.
and he still sits up there on that rock.
That's
You
cool.
left him. Okay.
1300 hours. Magnum PI marathon. That's blistering intensity of elements crack bones.
What?
I love Magnum PI. It's the only show we have available up there, and I just think, I think Tom Selleck, charismatic man.
Sure.
I
Yeah,
think-
he's doing great.
Yeah, he's
Is
awesome.
Tom Selleck good now?
Yeah.
I
Has
mean,
there been any problematic information regarding Tom Selleck?
I think so.
not that I know of.
And
I'm not aware.
we all love Magnum PI, right?
We-
This is hit show. I can only imagine.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask actually. My tapes only go up till season 6.
Oh.
We must be on now season 40. I mean, we can only. Oh, these now these listeners think they're saying Tom Selleck and OJ are
It's a
dual
collaborative
presidents.
Yes.
presidency.
Co-presidency.
Wow, I mean, listen, you guys are you're the bad guys, but Tom Selleck OJ presidency from if it's 1984 and you tell me Tom Selleck and OJ presidents one day, I think pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Down Indiana Jones, means nothing to me. 1,400
You
hours.
know Indiana Jones?
Oh yes, the Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
Yes.
Quite. Continue Magnum PI marathon. Next. No, you are halfway through. 1,500 hours. Continue Magnum PI marathon. 1,600 hours. Continue Magnum PI marathon. 1,700 hours. Failure to communicate with home base. Assume all is fine. And now,
No.
see, now reading that,
You scheduled a failure to communicate.
well, it
After
just
a while.
became so routine
after
that
a
I
while.
knew it was, well, I will make the call, it will not go through.
Is it truly a failure if you are planning it out?
Hey,
Oh.
well, if it's
Hey
an
now.
attempt to communicate that does not work, then yes, it's a scheduled failure. As far as why did I do this? Why did I assume all would be this? I'm sorry.
Massion 13 asks, is there vodka in space?
No, but endless clear Coca-Cola. I cannot stress enough. I mean, they set the whole ship was basically full. It's just 17 pair of blue jeans, crates and crates of clear Coca-Cola. I mean, just as much as you could drink. Every day we drink clear Coca-Cola. It's
17
cool.
pairs of blue jeans would last you 35 years? That makes sounds about right.
It was for Pavel and myself.
Oh, so you got
Pavel
split.
died very quickly, only used 2 pair.
You got all the blue jeans.
I get all blue jeans.
What a
life.
For me.
That's pretty
15
good.
blue jean must be worth what? $7 million?
Something like that.
Okay, great.
Ballpark.
I mean, that's cool. So, let's go on to the next moment of the day. Begin collapse under weight of tormented uncertainty, 1,701 hours. Continue Magnum PI marathon.
Yeah.
1,800 hours, squeeze dinner. This one will be dark gray, surrounded by loving family and friend.
What?
Yes.
Wait a second.
As
Yeah,
I
hold
not,
on.
I must introduce my family and friend I bring with me.
Introduce.
Excuse me one moment. You want to come out say hello?
Small.
You want to say hello? Don't be shy.
Oh, do you have like a rodent up there
Don't
with
be
you?
shy.
Like
It's
you're
okay. They're
friendly?
friendly.
What is this?
Like an agreed mile?
I'd like to introduce my family I made up in space. This is family you can get in Space Colony. I recommend if you are in a space colony, you have family, because you will need family. It keeps you from the madness of existing. This is my wife. This is my wife, John. You can see this is my wife,
She's
John.
beautiful.
Hello, John.
Maybe perhaps I bring wife here.
Yeah, okay,
Oh.
sure.
Yes, bring it to the side cam.
see.
Oh,
Oh,
yep,
This is
there
my
we
wife,
go.
John.
Yeah. Oh.
And then let's meet now.
Oh.
Oh,
This
okay.
is my son, Paul.
Oh.
Say hello to Paul. And then inside Paul, my second son.
Can I guess?
Yes,
Is it George?
it's correct. My second son named George.
Okay.
This is my second son. He's named George.
Anton, this is a beautiful family.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
This is
gorgeous.
my beautiful, sweet daughter, Ringo.
So tiny. Such
Yes, she's
a
very young.
petite young
Beautiful.
Very
Russian
young,
ballerina.
Very young lady, still coming into her own. And then
Oh, you.
There's more?
This is a just
How
a-
could there be more?
not family, but friend. You know, like the guy who's always around. This is my
Yes.
friend Guitar, and he's just kind of always
Wait, can
around. You
Let
know,
me see that. I want to see what that
his
is.
name Guitar.
See what
And
this is.
so, you know, he's just kind of the guy you keep
Wow,
around the
yeah.
house. He's always up to stuff. He's sort of like
Oh.
reference. I'm trying to think of 70s or 80s at a sitcom with sort of like a neighbor that's always around.
Three's
Do you know
Company?
TV show where neighbors sort of always come in and it's like, hey, do you know?
Gimme Gibbler.
I'm sorry.
Gimme Gibbler.
Oh, like a Jazzy Jeff.
See,
Okay, I get what
both
that- you won't,
names.
but I get that.
I don't know.
Well, like, Norm?
Ah,
Kramer.
from the Cheers.
I don't even know what Kramer is.
So it's important to have family, and if I could tell you, John, my wife John, she's very shy, and it's tough for her to speak and express herself.
It's okay.
It's alright. It's fine.
Oh, filthy jester, you have said Cousin Larry.
Oh, yeah.
I just
Great
don't
reference.
know exactly.
Good pull, good pull.
I don't quite understand, but I only imagine apt reference.
I must say, if he liked Magnum P.I., I'm sure there's a lot of great media he can catch up on, right? There's gotta be. There's gotta
Some of it has Tom
If
Selleck.
not, if yes, I at this point, very tough for me not to watch something with Tom Selleck.
Okay.
It's okay. There's a couple shows.
There's like 2 seasons of
And
Friends
if
or
anyone
something.
has questions for my beautiful family, as I said, John, my wife John, very shy, very nervous, but I will try to get something out of her. My first son, Paul, he's a bit of a showboat. He's a bit of the athlete.
Yeah.
He's sort of the jock. George, my second son, he's a little more sensitive. He's sort of the poet of the family, I say.
Right, yeah.
But I respect that, because in Soviet Union, we respect artists. And so I
Yeah.
love my sweet George. And then, you know, we're just learning Ringo's personality. She's still just getting to express herself. But she's always so full of joy, and it's so beautiful.
Yeah, we love Ringo. We love Ringo.
Yes, yes, absolutely. And Triple Nickel Pickles, what is John's favorite tracksuit? I mean, we all know it's Adidas. We all know this Adidas. Come on.
Do you do the Soviet squat up there on the moon?
I'm sorry.
The Soviet squat.
I don't know what this is.
We'll talk about it later.
Okay. And then if anyone has
a lot of
question
stuff we
for my
covered
friend Guitar, he's very cool man. He used to be physician, but he decides give that up. He decides he goes into music.
No kidding.
Yes.
A guitar gives up being a
He
physician.
gives up physician. He's sort of jazz saxophone now. Very
Oh,
fascinating
the
stuff.
guitar
Very
plays jazz
fascinating
sax.
stuff. Very hard to play in the vast expanse of the outer worlds, but he does. He does.
Okay, okay.
So if you have any question for my wife John, my first son Paul, my second son George, my sweet little daughter Ringo, or my friend Guitar, you let me know. I'll talk to them.
Good to know. Good to know. Also, the director I was thinking of earlier was Frank Darabont. You did? I misheard.
That's
you.
okay.
But thank you. Thank you for getting that. I appreciate it.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm just talking.
Because I thought of the Green Mile when I said it.
It's okay.
Anton, I would suggest not telling them about the Soviet Union just yet.
Yes,
Oh my
let
God.
them live in blissful ignorance.
Oh my
I didn't
God.
mean to remind you, but
It's gonna come. The time's gonna come.
Hey,
You're
let's
right.
just keep it moving.
No, I have to do this. I'm sorry.
no, don't do this.
I'm sorry. I have to do this.
Please don't
Oh,
do this.
God.
John,
Oh no.
honey, sit down, John. Paul, George. You know what, Ringo? You wait in the other room. You're too young to know this. Guitar and I have something to tell you. Oh, hang on, Guitar.
You're talking like a mature individual.
Let me I want to tell Guitar first, because he's grown up. He can help me
Sure.
break news.
Sure.
Guitar, Soviet Union collapse.
poet.
I know.
Guitar, Soviet Union collapse. Soviet Union no longer superpower. Now President O.J. Simpson, football player, he run United States. He co-does it with Tom Selleck, which is interesting, right? Who thinks this? Who thinks that Tom Selleck one day will become president? Not I. But this is fact. Blue jeans still extremely valuable. Clear Coca-Cola, they're sort of lukewarm on. They could sort of go either way on that. Now I need you to help me tell them this, okay? Okay, Guitar has something he wants to say.
Oh, he's gonna leave it to him.
Hey everyone, I have to give you bad news. Soviet Union collapse. It's no longer around. What? What? Oh my God, no.
Oh, it's drama.
Oh, George taking it so hard.
Oh,
George, so
That sensitive
sensitive
soul.
boy.
Might not have been ready.
We are
George
here
having
for
so
you.
hard to take because he's so sensitive of boy.
We love your family.
This is so sad.
Yes, it collapsed, and now listen to this. Do you remember famed athlete O.J. Simpson? President now with Tom Selleck. Oh my God, I love Tom Selleck. Wow, Mr. Selleck?
He just got this information. He's
I know.
really relaying it pretty well.
They like the fact that Tom Selleck president. I'd
Oh,
say it helped
just kinda
me.
just move with
Helps
that then.
them. Yes, okay.
Yeah, focus on the positives.
But Papa, what do we do now? It's unclear. It's unclear right now where we go from here. It's not. We must stay on Moon Colony, but now it's sort of for nothing. But we must still do it. Okay?
Yes, Junkrat's Blitch.
Okay.
Family is our brother.
Absolutely, Papa. I love you. Oh, George, you sweetie. Thank you for your understanding with this. I'm going to go grab soda. Okay.
This is beautiful.
And Guitar loves soda. Guitar just loves his soda.
The healthiest domestic.
Honestly?
Yeah, I'm moved.
Beautiful.
And so this is why I stress again, it's good to have family when you're in colony because it keeps you sort of sane, it keeps you sort of grounded, sort of in the real world.
Sure.
If you don't have family, if you don't have people to talk to, you can go crazy. You can, I admit, Pavel should be buried by now. I know that.
It's okay.
And what became of Pavel?
Don't
Pavel
ask.
sits propped up in lunchroom.
Is it just
Every
bones
day.
and jeans?
It's so cold there all the time that he's not rotting, he's sort of preserved.
God.
His
In
body
fact,
is preserved.
I cannot touch him because if I touch him, he sort of breaks apart into 1,000 pieces.
No.
So I have one time now taped him all back together. Very exhaustive process.
Yeah.
And by the way, no help from Guitar. I tell him all that. I'm taping up Pavel, please assist. And he's just, oh no, let me drink another clear Coca-Cola.
He's a
So-
wordsmith.
Yes.
He shows up in other ways.
Yes, exactly. It's true. Well,
Wow,
what a
that
roller
was a
coaster.
lot.
well, I must resume the end of my day, as I will tell you. If we can go back to slide.
Right.
Oh yes, tell family of past over clear Coca-Colas.
We're right on schedule then.
Yes, at this
about.
point you would tell family of past over clear Coca-Colas. We all get to drink, as I say, endless amount of clear Coca-Colas, just more than you could ever do with. And enjoyed the Selic presidency a little too much. You might lose them to capitalist pig. Oh, fascinates. This fascinates. This is a very interesting point. Tom
That's advanced.
Selleck, while capitalist, you sense that he's sort of apathetic to it. You sense that if Tom Selleck lived in Soviet Russia, that's fine with him too. You sense Tom Selleck is an individual, which, maybe we're not so cool with, but when we see someone do it very well, you must respect. And there's no one you can respect more than Mr. Tom Selleck.
Yeah.
Give it up for Tom Selleck.
And so that is the begin collapse under weight of torment and uncertainty portion of day. And if we can go to final portion of day, a temporary respite from the eternal pain of present moment. At 2000 hours, movie night of only movie, Woody Allen Stardust Memories.
Jesus.
Tragic
jeez.
realization very early on. Sadly, not about stars, rather about impact of past events on present actions. And now, this feels even worse. Now that I feel I'm sort of my own, my own Woody Allen in Stardust Memory.
Oh no.
Is something wrong? I mean, he's great, renowned filmmaker. I meant to ask, by the
Some
way.
people still feel that way.
So
It's
he
kinda
was
weird,
sort of
it's kinda
on-
weird.
He was sort of on a slight dip because he made Manhattan, he made Annie Hall. He had momentum going. He made that sort of Bergman knockoff movie.
Interiors, yes.
Interiors, yes. And so there was this feeling that maybe he's sort of coming into this big moment, but then there was some. Look, I know Stardust Memory, weakest movie of his up till 1984.
So indulgent.
Certainly indulgent, sort of tempting to be Fellini, but not in the way that you stuck to your convictions with the Bergman film. So I'm just wondering, what's Woody up to these days?
Whew. Chat, you want to take this
And
one as
Chet,
well?
if you could tell me what is the great filmmaker Woody Allen doing?
You might want guitar for this.
Is guitar?
Hold on. Is your family a huge fan of Stardust Memories by Woody Allen?
We all don't love so much, but only movie. Only
Okay.
movie, no, you can't just watch Magnum P.I. constant all the time.
Right, okay.
Woody Allen is not president. Well, okay.
Great, that is indeed, that pretty much sums it up.
Okay, great. Noted.
Thank you, Triple Nickel Pickle Tick.
Okay.
Thank
guitar,
you.
If you believe Woody Allen not president.
Okay.
He's doing these steps. Oh my goodness. Well, that's. Upon hearing that information and sort of thinking about Manhattan, Annie Hall.
adds up.
Yes,
It adds up.
The
pretty
warning
much
signs are
tracks.
there. The warning signs are there, I must say. And now I sort of feel silly with that as well.
I guess it's
God
not as
damn it.
heartbreaking because you didn't love the movie, so that's good.
God damn it, Anton. You cannot tell Russia gone. You cannot tell Woody Allen sex pervert. What the hell you do right? What the hell you do right?
Don't beat yourself up, man.
You're doing great, buddy.
You're killing it, bro.
Absolutely slaying.
At least you've got what's her name? John.
My sweet wife, John.
Oh, John.
Yes, or my lovely daughter, Ringo.
This guy over here's wife ran off with.
Oh yes.
Oh,
Hey, you're doing. That's fine.
His
I
wife
get
ran
it.
off with what's this man's name again?
Yeah,
Peter.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Peter is.
yes.
Yeah.
Peter. Yeah. Not
So
for
we're
me.
all kind of
We
doing.
all have our own problems.
We
We got-
all have
we all
things.
fight
I
demons.
understand.
Oh
Wow.
man.
Totally changed Stardust memory now for me.
Watch your head.
Completely changed it now. I think if I try to compare viewing experience.
It would just give you a whole nother layer.
Yes, very different movie now altogether. I
Sure,
think.
sure,
Sort of
sure.
context inevitable. Anyway, let's go to the next. Yeah, so 21 and a half hours video killed the radio star around friends and family. We'll just sort of listen to great track. It's a great track.
It's good.
Still a good
Still
track.
good.
Still I love that.
Holds
Still
up.
a good track.
I love how it represents the sort of evolution of technology and how that can sort of make people obsolete and the passage of time and the changing of powers.
Still relevant.
Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely.
absolutely,
Absolutely.
absolutely. And then finally, 2300 hours begins sleep by bloodletting. Only way to be able to fall asleep in icy torment hell of Moon is to bleed out to the point of near death. And then while you sleep, you gain the blood back. That's
Wow.
why it makes very hard to open up eyes in the morning.
Ah.
And so this is sort of your general day in outer space. And now, if I can make one last recommendation, it's have a reason you're that, you know? Because now, if I pictured myself going through this absolute hellscape of day again, knowing that it's to what? Appease the President O.J. Simpson? No, I have no desire to do this. It's fallen land. And so now I feel sort of helpless and meaningless. And I feel I may not be returning to planet.
Oh.
I feel I may stay on Earth at this point. What do you guys do for fun around here? You know, what's a good Earth thing these days? Do you still like those sort of, I'm trying to think, do you still like the hairstyles that's sort of sideways?
Or like the flock of seagulls.
Yes, flock of seagull men.
I mean,
Chet, what are things, if I am a man from 1984 returning to planet Earth trying to sort of look around, becomes comfortable, what could I do? What may I see?
let's help Anton over here reacclimate to the Earth potentially.
And
Yes,
keep in
I am
mind-
interested as well, as I am not from Earth.
I am family man too, so keep this in
Yeah.
mind. No,
A-
things I can do with the full family.
Yeah, as
I could become
ambassadors-
president. This is interesting.
Yeah, as ambassadors of Earth, what should our friend over here do?
This interesting idea of like become president. Because
Well, I mean, you're a space hero. That's something.
I suppose so. I suppose so.
Something.
Well, I am interested in that, but as I said, I
Look.
must warn you. And hello,
Oh,
Boop Foxy.
Boop Foxy.
Welcome,
You're just
Boop
joining
Foxy.
us. I am collapsing under the realization of my wasted years. My family is devastated. My sweet daughter Ringo is yet to hear the news.
She's still in the room.
I forgot.
Put
I
her to the
cannot
other
tell
room.
Ringo yet. In a couple years, maybe we can have conversation with sweet Ringo.
You're gonna hide her that much from the truth.
It's Ringo's.
It's difficult. I know.
Listen,
Don't do it here.
You don't have to do it.
Ringo, come here, sweet baby. Look how tiny my daughter
I
is.
know she's small.
You
Very
think she
tiny.
ready for hard truths of real world?
I understand. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Say you're sorry to Ringo. Say you're sorry to Ringo.
What does she think I'm sorry for?
Good point.
Aha!
You make good point.
The best of
Sorry, little.
We are getting some suggestions
so much,
from the
sweet.
chat.
All right.
User triple nickel pickle tickle suggests most people go to New York, Las Vegas, or San Francisco.
You hear that?
Oh yes, I hear New York, sort of bubbling hub of art and culture.
Yeah.
It's kind of where humanity thrives in a way.
That's still a thing.
Still good. That's good.
Zeneris might enjoy all the mass surveillance and automation advancements. Okay.
Boop Foxy, we are suggesting things that Anton might try now that he has returned to Earth. He
And-
was gone for many years.
Keep in mind,
1984.
I was staunchly anti-American, pro-Soviet, except with one exception of great actor Tom Selleck. Now hearing he co-president with O.J. Simpson, I think, try Cherry Coke. Now this is interesting. Cherry Coke I not hear of. Clear Coke, as we see, right? I know Clear Coke.
Yeah.
Is Cherry Coke sort of clear?
No, far from it.
No, it's brown.
It fascinates that they
A little bit of red.
go
Red brown.
back to such failed version, because now all Coke clear.
You could go to Atlanta. They got the Coca-Cola.
There's a Coca-Cola plant in Atlanta,
you could try
Georgia.
all of the Coca-Colas.
Why? What other than original and clear?
Oh,
We've been at it.
I mean,
Many flavors.
Diet, Orange, Tab, which is Diet, but like the original Diet.
And are these?
Oh, the freestyle machines. The
Oh, my
freestyle
God.
machine
Whoa.
would blow your
you
mind.
you would love a Coca-Cola freestyle machine.
What now? So this must be clear,
You could-
liquid, and then you sort of drop
I
in
think
little flavors.
technically, yes, it is clear liquid
Yeah.
with syrup
Great.
added.
That's great. That's exactly like
You
this.
know a lot about like soda machines.
We have freestyle machines
Oh.
on my planet.
Wow.
Cool.
Wow, fascinates.
Commonality.
This fascinates. Well, listen, Eddie, I'm sorry. Let's talk later. Don't do this right now. Don't do this right now. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
That's fine.
It's a hard day.
It's a family
John,
thing.
sometimes I told you she's shy. She gets a little cranky. Sometimes I have to sort. I know. Listen, I know.
We have some more suggestions for you, Anton. Foxy suggests, what about riding a unicycle for the circus? Oh, okay, he's having a moment. We apologize, Foxy.
Zenaris says, for the love of all that is good, give the man some variety of Japanese snacks, which I think is a good international kind of way of freestyle machines in the Mariana Trench. Okay. In favor.
Try different pants. Well, absolute not. I mean, I have
Thank you,
$1
you
million
will
pant
never
right here. Why would I
escape.
try different pants?
Welcome, Dix McGee drinks SP.
And welcome, sir.
Drinks McGee drink. Wait, fuck.
Comment, and we'll call your
Yeah,
name
we'll
out.
try that again.
And that's something we can all laugh.
Yes. Quite.
Universal humor.
Low humor escapes me now.
Welcome.
Yes.
Sorry.
Well, if I can give any last advice, it's this. Life is an empty hole. You pick one thing to serve the greater purpose, you commit yourself fully to it. If it fails, you have failed. If it dies, you have died.
His name was Dix McGee Drinks Pee, by the way.
Thank you. And now if anyone has a question for me, for my sweet wife John, for my oldest boy Paul, for my youngest boy George, for my sweet little daughter Ringo, or for my friend Guitar, please feel free to ask these things. And yes, I long for release of consciousness into next frontier. I feel I may expedite situation at this point because my goodness, what do I have to live for now, right?
User, what a disaster asks, what is your shirt made of?
My shirt made of just like Soviet space clothes. I don't know, Soviet space armor, if you call this. They don't tell us. They just say, get on ship, you'll never come home. And then they send us out. They say, get on ship, this life now. Accept this life now. We have won, as far as you can know. Get on ship, never report back.
They said those words?
Yes, they say, we won, as far as you know. We must have you first go piss on flag to gain
a
property
pretty
of
good one.
Moon.
It's a Trump move, I tell you that. It's a
Yes,
Trump
so
move.
we gain property of Moon. How old is Guitar, where they are from? I'm from Soviet Union, we have same ages, so Guitar is 37. Guitar, 37-year-old.
User Zenaris asks, what would you consider yourself a nihilist, Anton?
Perhaps I will call this realist. What you call nihilist, I shall call a realist.
Wow, that's deep.
And the realist thing I must accept now is that my family and I have failed our mission.
Your family, they did great.
We're doing a great job.
I am
Beautiful family.
as the patriarchal figure in this family. If I fail, they all fail, and if I succeed, they all succeed.
I understand. Sorry.
User Triple Nickel Tickle Pickle asks, Anton, can you ask old boy Paul? Paul is the
Paul's
son?
my oldest son.
Yes, does Paul like Xbox or PlayStation?
Yes, I'll ask him. Paul, wake up. Wake up.
He woke up
Stop
in the middle
that.
of the night.
I need to ask you, do you like the Xbox or I don't know what these things are, Xbox or PlayStation?
I was gonna say.
And now Paul says Magnum PI. He says,
Wow.
yes.
Magnum
So
PI.
that's Magnum PI
Thank you,
because
thank
he
you,
does
you
not
will
know.
never escape.
And
Welcome,
Chain
Unchained
Fire
Fires.
56.
Thank you for following.
If
All right,
we
we-
want to play a game, we will either watch Magnum PI and guess if we know the line that's about to be said,
Right.
or we shall figure out dance to go with Video Killed Radio Star. New dance. New dances keep variety, keep excitement.
We have two either-or questions.
Yes.
First from Boop Foxy, are you a cat person or a dog person?
Let me get let me get my sort of panel here to weigh in on this.
Okay.
We're getting the whole family is
Wake
getting
up.
in on the action.
Wake up, god damn it.
You keep waking up your family.
Ask
They
them
keep just
also
tuckering out.
if they are waffle or pancake people from
So it's
Dick's
cat or dog?
McGee Drinks Pee.
Yeah, maybe do it while they're awake.
Okay.
As both.
Yeah, before they go back to sleep.
Yeah.
Come on. I'm
They're
sorry,
so
you gotta
tired.
understand, we are
They'll tuck it out.
so worn from simply standing on our planet that right
Yes.
now
The gravity
it
change.
gravity
feels like
different.
respite. It feels like chance to let bones be where they should, if this makes sense.
Let bones be where they should.
And now, my sweetheart, are you a cat person, dog person?
Is he doing it one by one?
Oh God.
Okay.
And waffles or pancakes
Now,
also.
my sweet wife John says that she's cat person and waffle person.
Cats and waffles for
It's a
John.
good combo.
Paul, listen, I don't want this. You think you're a big funny man. You think you're a big funny hotshot man, disrespect
We get
father.
into an argument with every single
You
one
think
of them.
big funny man disrespect father get respect, huh?
Right now.
Huh? You need me, pal. You need to respect me because you and I are in this together. Okay? We live on Moon forever now. No, you're
This is
cat
similar to
person, dog person.
Monologue
And then
from
it's
We
the
Bought
same
a
thing.
Zoo.
It's just sort of waffle or
The
pancake.
Cameron Crowe film. Yeah.
And Paul, my sweet son Paul, has informed me that he's dog person and he's never tasted breakfast food that's not gray slop.
Makes sense, yes.
Maybe you could probably assume that of the younger one.
I will ask, but yes.
Great. Let's
Good.
make sure we get the
Confirm
answer.
that. Can't get that wrong.
And so,
Yeah.
George,
God forbid we don't get
George.
the entire family's input.
you're still
What kind of
crying,
show it would
George.
be?
George, stop crying, baby.
Oh,
It's okay.
Thank you, you will never escape.
Welcome, Trip is
Welcome,
whack.
Whack.
Thank you for the follow.
Georgie, baby, stop crying. It's okay. We're going to figure out. We're going to figure out. We're going to make this through. We make it through all things.
I gotta call my mom after this.
Okay, I love you. Come on, I love you.
Oh,
I
man.
love you. No, do you like cat or dog? And then I know you might not know this, but pancake or waffle, they're breakfast foods. You don't? Okay, you don't know. He's my youngest George. He said cat, and again he say I don't know. I don't know what.
Sure.
No worries on that.
No
front.
problem here.
Don't let him think that he's ruining the evening.
Yes. Honesty is the best policy.
Wake up, baby, wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
They fall asleep so quickly.
These
Look at
poor
this.
children.
Do you like cats or dogs? And then you might not get this. Breakfast foods, waffles or pancake. Okay, you don't know. Now, my sweet dog. My
We
sweet.
heard it.
Okay, so it's dogs and doesn't.
Hasn't heard of, yeah, okay.
I'm glad they know about dogs and cats, though.
The guitar.
Don't even.
They just have a quick question about it.
Tar, he got this.
Dog or cat, and then are you waffle or pancake? Interesting. I not consider this. Okay. Guitar, dog person, and guitar say actually waffle less healthy. Waffle actually create more grease surface coat. You gotta remember, guitar wants doctor, so I guess for him it's also health benefits. So he say pancake over waffle,
Wow.
and then as well as dog over cat.
Great. Thank you for
so
that.
much.
What a performance.
And so good luck on your mission, and just know that even if you succeed, it shall feel like failure. And if you fail, you shall understand what it feels like to be me.
Good job.
Thank you. Thank
Great
you.
work, Anton. Sorry about your home country.
It's okay. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, just go ahead. Yeah, pull.
Wait, oh my goodness. I need to, my family needs to leave.
Don't wait. I mean,
Hey, wake
And
up.
thank
Come
you
on.
so much, Anton Chekhov. Guys, if you're just tuning in, this is Everything Now. I am Dr. Teacher, your host. This is the show that cracks open your skull and fills it with beautiful, beautiful knowledge. We're learning all about how we can make our space colony the best space colony out there. We found a little planet out in the solar system, and we're trying to figure out, how we can make it the best that we can. We first saw Alphonse, who helped us decide what kind of people we're bringing in, and specifically a few people that we are bringing in. And you guys also just saw Anton Chekhov, who kind of gave us some insight into how his space colony worked or didn't work, depending on your perspective. So, and hello, Trip is Whack. Welcome. I am a floating brain in a jar, Dr. Teacher. Yeah. And just for all of our new followers and new viewers, if anyone subscribes, we will tattoo whatever you want, wherever you want it, on our friend Teddy here that's below my jar. He's kind of leaning. He's a little sleepy boy, getting some rest. But we will wake him up, and we will immediately tattoo his skin with whatever you want, wherever you want it. Yeah. And we should check back in with our pal Winnie Wonderwell. Winnie is an explorer that has visited our new colony and is submitting video logs of her journey. So let's check back in with Winnie.
Space log number 2. Hi again, you guys. It's me, Winnie Wonderwell. I have now been on the Everything Now space colony for about a month, and I am so excited for you guys to all eventually come up here and join me, partially because I'm very, 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 very lonely, but also because I could really use some help describing the smell of the wind on this planet. Right now, the closest I've gotten is stale meat yogurt, but that just doesn't really capture how much it burns. But anyway, my great-grandmother, Aloha Wonderwell, was responsible for a lot of firsts in her career. She was the first woman to drive all the way across India. She was also the first person in general to film a flight, like an airplane flight. And so I thought in this video, I would talk about some of my firsts up here on this planet to honor her. And also, of course, carry on my own legacy. So, I guess I can say this now. I am the first person to discover unique plant life up here on this planet. How cool is that? And also, oh my gosh, I also have recorded the sounds that those plants make all day and all night, all the time, no matter what. So here is that sound. Yeah, that's enough of that. Okay. Ta-da! Also, here's another one. I believe that I am the first person to ever almost drown in what I am now calling the Lake of Goo. And what is the Lake of Goo, you ask? Well, the Lake of Goo is a patch of ground nearby that looks like any other patch of ground on this planet, except it actually is a large, warm puddle of goo that you can fall right into. And that's what I did. And I think that also makes me the first person to ever have a goo nightmare, which is a very vivid hallucination that you get from the goo fumes. I did see a man with hair for a tongue and tongues for hair. So I think my grandmother would be very proud of the work that I'm doing here. And that's about it. So I guess I'll talk to you guys next time. That's one other thing. I forgot to mention that water tastes different up here too. It does taste like uncooked beans. And so far, that is not something that is possible to get used to. but we'll see. There's more months to come. Thanks for checking in, guys. I'll talk to you soon.
Great, thank you so much to our good friend Winnie Wonderwell doing the work exploring our new planet to make sure it's safe for all of you guys and make sure it's safe for the future of our colony. So next presenter that we have is none other than Glorpy Giuliani. And he or she or they or whatever species is a intergalactic constitutional attorney. So please welcome Glorpy Giuliani.
Greetings, my name is Glorpy Giuliani. I am a intergalactic constitutional attorney. Thank you for having me, Dr. Teacher. Hello, viewers at home, Earthlings, or otherwise. I would like to share with you some information about myself so that you can be prepared to join the Intergalactic Federation and create your own space colony. Dr. Teacher, please, my presentation. Yes, this is my name, Glorpy Giuliani. As you can see, the symbol for intergalactic justice is on my presentation. Next slide. Some quick facts about me to get to know me better. I was raised in a small family with only 1.3 million brethren, all of whom I defeated in battle and ultimately consumed. I graduated top of my class at Sector 81 School of Multidimensional Law with a major in intergalactic constitutionality and a minor in creative writing. My given name is comprised of sounds that cannot be comprehended by humans, but a translator on my planet has assured me that Glorpy Giuliani is the closest approximation. My favorite songs are Johnny Be Good by Chuck Berry and audio recording of human laughter, both of which were included on the Voyager 1 space probe.
And we had a request, I think it was from Betsy Betts, to greet us in your native language.
Yes. My native language cannot be comprehended by humans. However, if I were to do a close approximation, it would sound something like this.
Is he okay? Is he okay?
Very cool.
It's beautiful.
Next slide. My legal expertise is wide. I have served on many high-profile cases within intergalactic law. For instance, in the great case of Blorg versus the Federation of Bing Bing, hyperthermal carbines had been outlawed. I know, right? I mean, come on. Well, next slide. Thanks to my work, hyperthermal carbines have become fully legalized. Of course, Chlorgians are exempt, for Chlorgians do not deserve the hypothermal carbines.
Lots to wonder. Lots to wonder.
Next slide. Here is another case on which I served. Flug versus the Alliance of 10,000 Suns.
Thank you, you will never escape.
Welcome, Lives in Wonderland. Thank you for following. In this case, love between Mizorgs and Grumbles was outlawed. However, next slide. Thanks to my dedication, Mizorgs and Grumbles now are able to copulate, and copulate they do.
Wow.
Love wins.
Love wins. Love wins. Next slide, please. Here was a high-profile case of Fleabacks versus the Embodiment of Time. Fleabacks had a hit-and-run on the Embodiment of Time's 2008 Honda Accord. What an asshole. He tried to flee the scene, Luckily, I was representing the embodiment of time and was able to get a full payment from Fleabags.
Hey!
Congrats. Wonderful, wonderful stuff.
But now, it is quiz time. Humans of Earth, you are venturing on a journey into the stars. But before you are able to transport yourselves into intergalactic society, you must pass a legal quiz. You must prove that you are prepared to interact with celestial bodies and beings far superior in intelligence, strength, dexterity, and agility. So, I have prepared a legal quiz for you with questions that a common child from my species would be able to answer. If you are able to answer these questions correctly, you will be able to create your own space colony. But if you do not, your planet will be vaporized.
I'm sorry, what? That's gonna happen now? If we don't do this quiz well, we're gonna lose Earth?
Yes, that's correct.
Oh, God forbid we lose that. A joke, because there's no God.
Okay.
God does not exist.
Alright, come on. Alright, well, hey, as representatives of humanity, in a sense,
Yeah.
with the chat, I think we got this.
Yes, Junkrat's Blitch, if you were not paying attention, you will now be taking a legal quiz.
Oh boy.
If you do not answer these questions correctly, your planet will be vaporized. However, if you do pass the quiz, you will transcend into an interplanetary civilization that will expand your mind in ways that you cannot comprehend.
Big stakes.
Yeah, it's a lot of stakes, yeah.
It's high pressure.
Okay.
I hope you are prepared. Dr. Teacher, please bring up the first question.
Alright.
Question 1. When is it legal to vaporize a Tragnarch? Option A, after its primary mating cycle. Option B, while the Golblax Quasar is in retrograde. Option C, at any time, Tragnarchs are galactic vermin. Or option 4, only in the future, time travel permits required. Answer
Okay.
quickly, your lives depend on it. Panel,
Confident group, but the drag dark.
what are your opinions on these questions? Do you have a particular idea which you would like to express to me now?
I feel nothing but pain. This is my idea.
Only in the future.
No, I'm trying to think. Only future time travel from this part. While the Gold Black's Quasar is in retrograde. Okay, someone's going for that fourth option.
Now, are these answers? No, never mind.
I kind of want to know what you were asking, but
Are these answers?
Speaking of the microphone,
Sorry,
What confuses you?
everything. Sorry.
it's a little bit of everything. Yeah.
are these questions and answers not clear for you? On my planet, even an infant would be able to answer this.
Sure.
Like a baby. Okay.
Just go with your gut. What is your gut telling you?
Ooh.
I think Paul is telling me number 3 as well.
Okay.
Hey, if the class is going with number 3, I guess I go with number 3 as well.
Farewell, Zenaris. Hopefully you will wake up tomorrow and your planet will not have been vaporized.
What?
Good luck. God bless to you. Thank you, Zenaris.
Oh, Zenaris is leaving.
Your answer is 3 at any time. Tragnarchs are galactic vermin.
Okay.
Congratulations!
What?
Correct!
No kidding.
Tragnarch are a scourge of the universe. All of them should be destroyed. If you see a Tragnarch, vaporize it.
All right.
Well done.
Great job, chat. We're all decent human beings, it seems.
There are further questions to be answered. Dr. Teacher, please prepare the next question.
Oh boy. You okay, buddy?
I'm okay.
Come on, your family's here.
They're not doing so hot.
Ratcoin says, oh, phew.
My son.
Yes, Ratcoin. The stakes are extremely
Hey,
high.
Ratcoin. Good evening to you.
Good evening, sir.
Betsy Betts is requesting a hard one. The next question is extremely simple. However, the difficulty does increase as the quiz goes on.
Alright, so we got this.
Question 2. A Squeebo cargo ship and a Fromulan cruiser approach a transmission portal at the same time. Who has the right of way? Option 1, Squeebo cargo ship. Option 2, Fromulan cruiser. Option 3, neither. Transmission portals can only be used by Class D starships.
And so now what are we trying to prove here? I don't.
That
We
we're-
get this right, and then
This is
You
a
must
traffic
prove
quiz.
that you are understanding of the legal proceedings of the universe. If you do not understand intergalactic law, you will be destroyed because you present a danger to the rest of intergalactic society.
Basically,
Okay,
traffic
now
school.
can I ask? My name's Anton. I have the Moon Colony. Are all my permits okay? Do I have? Is there anything I don't have? Am I good for my place?
Yes, technically, all of Earth's space travel, including the missions to the Mars as well, or missions to the Moon and the International Space Station, are unlisted. However, if this quiz is answered correctly, you will be grandfathered into the system and all of your paperwork will be approved.
Okay.
Or we're all dead.
That's correct.
Or they all will be
It will not
terminated,
matter if you do not answer these questions correctly,
being
because
honest.
your planet will be
This
vaporized.
is a good situation for me, because as a man who wants to die but
Win-win.
is
for this
unable
guy.
to kill
Yeah.
myself,
Yeah.
this would be great. So for me, it's win-win. Exactly right.
Okay, that aside, I suppose I would go with the three. A trick question on a quiz always seems to be kind of like pointing to the neither or all of them,
Yeah.
or something else.
Longest answer is always probably the first.
Exactly.
For us, at least.
That's how I treat it on the traffic. Is there like an intergalactic DMV? Do you know what a DMV is?
I do not know what a DMV is. Can you please explain?
It's like a lot of long lines and paperwork.
Ah, yes. It sounds like the Frungungo.
Yeah.
He's doing a little dance. You should cut to that guy.
That's
Yeah.
my favorite song, Human Laughter.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
correct.
Great, Dr. Teacher. Let's close that poll.
All right,
If
chat.
If we
See
see
how you
Johnny be
did.
good, do you think he'll do dance?
Oh, you might do. Is it the same yet? Maybe it's another dance.
Must be different. Dance.
Your instincts were correct.
Oh!
Well
Goodness.
done. It was a trick question. Obviously, Squeebo and Romulan ships are class Glorp.
Obviously.
Well done, chat. You have answered 2 correct questions. However, the questions do become more difficult as the quiz goes on.
How many are there, and how many do we have to get right?
The quiz is comprised of 5 questions.
Okay.
In order to pass, you must answer 4 questions correctly.
B.
You have 1 mulligan.
Great.
Oh, we get a mulligan.
Yes,
What?
you can answer 1 question incorrectly.
Okay.
Good.
Out of the 5,
It's a
4
good
must
save.
be correct.
Okay. Familiarity with the lyrics of Johnny B.
Triple nickel tickle pickle says, "Whoop
Okay,
whoop."
I can take lead.
It went away.
I know the guitar.
Junkrat's blood says, "Pug champ." Dix McGee drinks pee says, "Some sort of human mammal."
These raccoons.
That's a raccoon.
These are raccoons. Hey, we know of raccoon.
Oh.
You must understand.
Question number
anyway.
3. How many grumbles may be owned by a... Wow, thank you, Junkrat
Thank you,
Blitch,
Junkrat
for the
Blitch.
cheer. Question number 3. How many grumbles may be owned by an individual? Option A, 3. Option B, 3 recreationally, 10 medicinally. Option 4, unlimited. Option 5, wait.
What?
Um,
Nah.
4, wait. 4, 8,
Sounds like-
You okay?
These
Option
sound like
4.
Clue. These sound
0.
like Clue. He must be
Grumbles.
man.
will rot your brain.
He must be man who has rotted brain grumbles.
Oh, maybe.
That's why he no answer
That's
because
a good assumption.
grumbles rot brain.
Well,
Therefore, I think 4 is answer.
I agree with you.
Or perhaps he malfunctions in another way we don't understand, but it feels too perfectly timed.
I know it feels like kind of appropriate. Yeah. Okay, I'll go with 4 then. Yeah.
Oh.
Someone's voted 5. Good sense of humor.
Please do not focus on my Fluglord.
Oh wait, hold on.
My Fluglord is extremely small for my species.
I'll try these.
Those of my species on my planet have bloodlords that are 12 to 13 inches.
There stood a log cabin made of earth and wood.
Ratcoin.
Country boy named Johnny Be Good.
We cannot stop the quiz once it has begun.
But he could play a guitar just like a ringing a bell. Go, go. Go, Johnny, go, go. Go, Johnny, go, go. Go, Johnny, go, go.
Yeah.
Go, Johnny, go, go. Johnny Be Good. He used to play his guitar.
Yeah. Okay, new dance.
That's about it. That's about all I've got.
I'm go.
Blown
got
away
into second chorus.
Great.
Right?
Dug right into
It appears that this poll has been completed.
It's pretty impressive. That felt Can good. we- That felt fun.
Can we give votes and they can veto what they say?
Your answer is 3 recreationally, 10 medicinally. This answer is incorrect.
Oh my goodness.
Incorrect.
Now
It
we
must be
said
4. Yes, it must be.
The three of us said 4.
We're the experts. I'm just saying.
Your answer does not
Matter?
matter.
Oh, bureaucracy.
Okay.
Failed
Makes
us
sense.
again.
This makes sense.
Just
Why- Okay.
Unfortunately,
Guns loaded.
you have
Oh,
answered one question incorrect. In order to avoid vaporizing of your planet, you must answer all of the questions correctly from here forward.
And what about a mulligan?
That was your
This was
mulligan.
mulligan.
Fuck.
This was we given mulligan
Good
just
Lordy
now.
gracious.
I think
okay.
that we have a different definition of mulligan
Yeah.
than you might.
Ah, I am new to Earth, forgive me.
It's okay.
Does mulligan mean just like skip?
Mulligan means like
It was
let's
like
try
ring-
again.
yeah, like
Oh
let's
my
redo it.
goodness.
Ah,
Oh, okay.
Yep, that's not how it works.
Weird.
Fair,
Okay.
fair.
Okay, great, let's move on.
We got this Dix McGee drinks.
Dix McGee drinks pee says, we all dead?
No.
Not yet,
Not
Dix
quite
McGee
yet,
drinks
not at the
pee.
moment, but
Not
soon
on
maybe.
Still have a chance to transcend
Yes,
and
we
join the space civilization. Next question, Dr. Teacher, please prepare the poll. Ratcoin says, every mulligan a bear trap.
It's a very
What?
fascinating sentence.
What?
This very interesting sentence.
My
to say.
understanding
Some
of
would
human
say.
grammar does not allow understanding of that sentence.
It's okay. Do you think you know video kill radio stuff?
Hey,
Probably not.
how well do you know? I mean, you know that one
I
backwards. and
know
forwards.
backwards forward, but I don't want to take a risk if it not. I could always do Johnny Be Good once
How
more.
you feel about 99 Rip? Oh, that's Joyman.
Joyman.
Oh, 99 Moves Balloon?
Yeah, look one
Oh,
What
that's fine
about
song.
Run Run Rudolph? Because it's essentially just.
Oh,
just
Question
very similar.
four.
It's very similar sound in tone, yes.
Which of these is a forbidden body modification for your pet Klogard? Option 1, increased brain size. Option 2, no legs. Option 3, anus removal. Option 4, double face.
Now, which
Which-
one's not okay?
And this is for
Which
your
of these
pet.
is forbidden?
This is for your pet Klogard, not yourself. It's for pet
Yes.
Klogard.
As we all of these are okay for
Yes.
yourself.
Yeah.
You can have
3
big brain, no
of these
legs,
modifications
no
are
anus, and
not
double face.
forbidden. 1 modification is forbidden.
Double face seems pretty risky, I'd say.
I think anus removal is probably the
Yes, how make poop.
how make poop.
That's a good point. That's a good point. I was worried about. The,
Haha, Klorgard make poop. Haha, haha,
Oh, is
haha.
this, is
That's
this
an
Good
hint?
one.
Is this
Good
hint?
one.
Is this hint?
Haha.
Is he laughing?
I say 3.
Is
The
he
idea
singing?
of a
No.
Klorgard
Watch your head
making
there,
poop
groupie.
is hilarious
Is he
to
just
me.
singing? Is he just singing right now? I cannot. tell.
Maybe it's a favorite song.
Yes.
I am not a human, so my laughter is not music to myself.
Yes, but how? Well, okay then.
It's all human
allow me the
laughter.
thought experiment then. Sing human laughter song. Go, sing it right now.
Human laughter song.
This is incredibly good.
Pretty good.
This is incredibly impressive version of this.
For a
Thank
visitor,
you.
For a visitor.
I listen to that track all the time.
Very good done.
Junk in the front. Thank you for your input.
Remember, viewers at home, if you subscribe to Everything Now, a tattoo will befall on this poor creature. Its skin will be marked with some sort of ink.
It fascinates me that 7 have voted and yet 50% have voted for double face.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
These numbers
The
don't.
math is not.
It's not right. But
Great, Dr. Teacher. Let us finish
Yes,
this
and,
poll.
and just to clear up the voting, subscribers actually get 2 votes, so each
okay.
vote counts
No kidding.
twice.
right then. This
And
make- this
just
make
hashtag
things-
subperks. Hashtag subperks.
And then if you sub, we make tattoo on Sweet Teddy.
Yes. We'll tattoo our friend Theodore back there. Teddy. You see him on the ground.
Great, I believe the chat has finished voting.
Classic Meg, indeed.
I'm not feeling too good about this one.
I'm a little scared. I'm a little
It's
scared.
very nerve-wracking.
You have selected option 4, double face. This answer is
Please kill me. Please kill me.
No,
Please
come
kill
on,
me.
come on. I want to
Please
live.
kill
What about
me.
your family?
Please
What about your
kill me.
family?
Please
correct.
Oh.
Correct.
You hear that?
Correct.
Little Paul
Crap.
and George and John and
Don't
guitar.
talk to my damn family.
They get to live because of us.
They don't want this. They want.
They
what
also
is
wanna
right
die?
for the for
They
the
do
mission.
not have anuses, and so it is impossible to remove the anus.
But it's forbidden?
It is technically allowed because they don't have anuses, so you can't remove it. It's a sort of like a null option.
That's if you added an anus and then removed that one.
Right, I suppose if you added an anus, you could then remove the anus.
There's
It
no
would
law
not be
against-
forbidden.
Yes, no law against putting anus on pets.
Just not
Double
the
face
Chlorberg
is
or
forbidden.
Same thing in Earth.
Fascinates.
Put them on, take them off. That's our
Yeah.
motto.
Yes, it,
The chat has answered 4 questions thus far. 3 have been correct.
Wow. Betsy
1
Betts is on your
has
side.
been
What are you talking
incorrect. There is 1 question remaining. If you answer this question correctly, you will transcend and become a part of intergalactic civilization.
Okay.
If you answer incorrectly, your planet will be vaporized. Are you prepared for the final question?
No.
yes.
I mean, as prepared as we can be.
One way or another, I will die after this question.
It's a horrifying statement.
Very well. We are almost prepared to ask the final question. Triple Nickel Pickle Tickle says, I do like vapor. A reminder, if you succeed after this and your planet is not vaporized, I will be holding a quick Q&A where you can learn more about me.
Oh.
So,
Well,
hopefully we get to that point.
We may not.
Yeah.
Final
You got a
question.
little bit right on this as well.
What is required before you may access the Orb of Infinite Knowledge? Option 1, the blood of a Wignog. Option 2, a shard of the Zorlon crystal. Option 3, a credit score above 650. Option 4, all of the above.
If I see in all of the above, I think in all of the
Yes,
above.
it's quite right. Usually all of the above is answered.
In Russia as well.
In Russia as well, yes.
Wow.
Please select.
For instance, question of, are you willing to die for country? Yes. If circumstance right, and I'd love to. And all of the above.
Okay, good. I was confused for a second. Like, yes, no. all of
So
the
technically,
above.
we can't get any of these wrong because they're all correct.
Well, that's not true. What? No.
I like your, I like your logic there, Matt. That's good.
I don't see how it's
Yeah. Oh, he got
This
it. Yeah.
much more exciting dance than Johnny B. Good dance. So much more subdued
That one took a
comparison.
little bit to get it.
You must stop laughing. I can only dance so hard.
So
What?
it's good tactic to know if he try kill you later, you can sort of laugh or sing Johnny B. Good at in
We have a
a way.
weakness.
Handicap.
It is extremely close. Many people were selecting 3 earlier, and now it seems that 4 has overtaken 3.
I feel like four is the-
Interesting. Interesting.
Oh, God.
If there are no further answers to this poll, it appears that it is almost time to close the poll.
Yeah, you know,
Ratcoin is
We don't
asking
see
a
all
question. Ratcoin, your question will be answered if your planet is not vaporized
Oh,
and
boy.
we get to the Q&A portion.
it's all.
There's also a chance that, in the same way that he didn't know what mulligan meant, vaporize means
Yes.
a different thing.
Perhaps he's
on the cook or something.
Yeah.
I hope so. Hope that's the preferred action here.
Vaporize means.
Dr. Teacher, it appears that the voting has ceased. Let us close the poll.
Alright.
Please let this be the end. Please make this cruel mission stop.
The audience
I
has
wish for
selected
nothing more than the
option
release.
4, all of the above.
I want freedom from this.
Drum
man.
roll, please, for the answer.
I seek the desperate need for.
Your
protection.
answer for
I seek
all of the
so
above
badly to be
is
my own thing now. I want so much.
correct. 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 Correct.
That's good. That's
Well
good.
done, viewers. Well
That's
done,
great.
humans.
Just-
You have selected the correct answer. You will now proceed into the galactic civilization.
Hell yeah.
Your planet will be spared.
Sorry, Anton.
Man, you'll die eventually. That's fine.
Yes, I will die eventually.
So will your family. Don't worry.
Yes.
And now we will open the floor for questions.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Viewers at home, congratulations, your planet is spared. What questions do you have for me, Glorpy Giuliani, intergalactic
question.
space attorney?
First question for Glorpy was, why do you always all dance this much or something
Space
like that?
lawyers always dance this much by Ratcorn.
Yes, there is not very much music or human laughter where I am from, so we do not dance that frequently. However, here in the Everything Now studio, human laughter is abundant, and so I dance more frequently.
Okay. It's a celebratory thing. That's good. That's good.
Yes, that is correct.
Let's see. We got some questions over here on the chat. Junk in the front. How do you pee poo poo?
I was wondering as well.
It's a good question.
Thank you for that question, Junk in the Trunk. I pee and poo through my cloaca. My cloaca is
Whoa.
located underneath my feet.
Oh,
And this is one bowel. This is one movement.
it's one
Your
hole.
pee pee poo poo one movement.
One
Yes,
hole.
it is one hole. Well, technically, it is two holes, but both
Happen same
Oh.
time.
both of them secrete pee and poo.
Oh, so not like human, where if you poop, you will also pee during
Yeah.
that process. It's like
It's all just kind of
It's all
like
just
one mix.
mix in
It's
and
just
sort
sort
of
of like a pee poo stew.
quite.
So like here we have like some people say we have a number 1, which is just
Number
pee,
2.
and a number 2, which is poop, and some people suggest a number 3, which is both, but number 2 is kind of just both. But you just one. they're all
I would
both.
say ours is a true number 3.
Yes, that's
A
true.
legitimate number 3.
Much more.
Well earned, well
yes,
earned, well earned.
much more than Nard would be considered.
Yeah,
number
yeah.
Oh, he's laughing because we.
That's
Oh,
good,
he's
laughing.
dancing. He's dancing.
Go, go,
Oh,
Go,
look at us
Johnny,
go,
go, go, Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go,
Boy.
go.
All right, where's my guitar?
I gotta say the mood in this room has changed dramatically.
Yo.
I do love to sing Chuck Berry's song. It's infectious.
It's amazing.
Thank you for that question. If there are any other questions unrelated to my pee poo poo stew, please give them now.
Anyway.
to make you dance again.
Hey, what a disaster's asking. Why wear a tie if you don't wear any other type of clothing?
What a disaster. Perhaps you were unaware I am wearing other pieces of clothing to relate to you humans. For example, my glasses as well as my sweet boots.
Whoa, this is nice.
Very
Thank
sweet
you.
boots.
Would those look good with
I
jeans?
got these at DSW.
It's a good question. They would look very good with jeans, but hey, if you good luck finding a pair of jeans in this economy,
This
right?
guy's got 'em
only
all.
Assume. I only assume.
What else we got? Junkrat's Bilch. Can you change colors depending on your environment?
Yes, technically, this facade that you see now is not my true form.
Oh, it never is.
Yes.
Always the aliens.
My true form is extremely difficult to perceive for humans. However, on my home planet, my true form would resemble closely the human anus.
All right.
Fascinates.
Yes.
Pretty cool.
Ratcoin. Sorry, Betsy. I think your question was answered there. Ratcoin. Mr. Glorpy Giuliani, do you ever urine?
I'm sorry, I'm not sure. Do I what?
Do you ever
Yearn.
yearn?
To yearn.
Oh, yearn.
I'm yoining.
It sounded like you said yoin.
I'm sorry for my
What is
thick,
yoin?
my thick accent. I cannot help it.
Do you have desire? Do you have wants? Do you have a thing that creates tension and ego?
Yes, I do. I yearn for.
This is not correct pronunciation. I understand why
It
you
sounds
think this,
just like my cousin.
but this is not
That's
right.
okay.
You say yearn.
I yearn to one day find a mate who I am able to stick my globe into their blood.
Okay, it's graphic in the description.
It's not graphic, it is only natural.
Yeah, it's nature.
Sounds beautiful.
Yeah. Alright, last question we
I would not
got.
say this about. I would not say I want to stick penis in wife John Lennon's vagina. I do not say this.
Maybe not in
In
1984,
this?
but now.
This right here, you don't want to stick your penis in? Alright.
But listen, this is what I do in my own time. It's not about something I would share with.
No
you.
judgment, no judgment. Last question we got was triple nickel pickle tickle. Globe, what color is your blood?
My blood. What is blood?
Oh wow. What a heavy question.
I am
think
not
this
familiar with
answer-
blood.
I think this answer means we move on. It's
What is
mulligan,
blood?
mulligan on this question.
Aha!
Exact
Mulligan!
yes.
Mulligan!
Yes.
Yes, I am
Yes.
familiar now. Do over.
So then, I guess we'll do last question here. Interesting point from Betsy Bet. So basically, Glorp is just a conscience klochka.
Cloaca.
Cloaca. Cloaca.
Cloaca. What do you usually eat, Glorp?
Or this could be
Junkrat's
question
bilge.
too.
Yeah.
Yes, I usually eat whatever is around on my planet. My body is able to metabolize all matter.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yes.
Fascinates.
Handy.
So I am able to eat anything, including my 1.3 million brethren. It is standard for my species to murder and then consume their brethren. The survivor lives on.
Wow. You ever consider eating Pavel?
Hmm?
I'm talking to the other guy.
Did I ever consider eating Pavel? I could never eat that sweet man. I could
This-
never eat Pavel.
Respect.
We have too much memories.
Awesome.
I cannot eat those memories.
That's the human condition for you. We
Yeah.
just love. We can't eat other humans
This is
because
the
we love them
tragedy
too
of existence.
much. I mean, I did say I've tasted human flesh, and it's not that great, but you know.
Thank you, Dr. Teacher. Thank you to our distinguished guest of panelists. And thank you, Everything Now, for giving me the opportunity to bring the Earthlings to the great space civilization. You have proven yourselves worthy.
Marvelous day for humankind. Oh yeah.
All right, thank you so much, Glorpy Giuliani. And for those who have maybe just tuned in, this again is Everything Now, the show that cracks open your skull and fills it with knowledge. We've been learning tonight all about how to best prepare our space colony. That's right. We have a new planet that we are going to inhabit, all of us here in the chat, including Matt Riel. And we will go up there one day, but right now we're just learning about how to best prepare ourselves by these experts. We first saw Alphonse.
Lieutenant Dante Alphonse Lagrange.
Yes, exactly. And he taught us about who we should let in, how we should properly vet the people and members of our society. And then after that, we saw Anton Chekhov, who was a former cosmonaut who formed his own space colony.
We also met wife John, oldest son Paul, youngest son George, sweet little daughter Ringo, as well as friend guitar.
Who plays the saxophone?
Who plays saxophone, was once doctor.
You want to just show them your family again?
Yes, so let me. This is my sweet wife John. Oh, say hello, John. John, stop this.
Probably asleep.
John, don't be shy now. It's fine. It's
You
friends.
gotta let him rest.
Well, looks like we're out of time for the family thing. But yeah, and then after him, we just saw Glorpy Giuliani, who helped actually teach us to save. Oh, there's Glorpy right there. Hi, Glorpy. Who gave us a little quiz on space law, and we saved the Earth. So we should probably check in one last time on our friend Winnie Wonderwell, who is exploring our planet right now and is sending us video logs. So please welcome Winnie Wonderwell one last time with a video log from her.
Space log number 3! Hi guys! It's me, Winnie, again. I am 6 months into this thing, and I gotta say, I really miss the feeling of not being extremely sweaty all the time. Guys, I clean up for the camera, but it is so humid on this planet. Except for 18 minutes every day where it's suddenly so dry I can feel the shape of my eyeballs in my skull. But you know, it's all par for the course when you are a pioneer woman exploring new frontiers, like my great-grandmother, Aloha Wonderwell. One thing I haven't really told you guys about on these videos yet is that my great-grandmother actually was able to capture on video first contact with a Brazilian people called the Bororos, whose beautiful culture had never been shared with the world before. And similarly, I recently discovered 3 worm-like creatures who have never been seen by human eyes before. And I was also able to record audio of the first time I made contact with them, and they started bullying me for no reason. So here is that audio and a little artist's rendering of what the creatures look like, so you can picture the whole thing going down. Check it out.
Hello, Earthling. You walk like someone who sucks at basketball.
Oh my gosh, you speak English?
Yes, we speak all languages. We were just distracted by that one crooked tooth you don't like. It is even more noticeable than you think it is.
Oh, okay. Well, nice to meet you. What are your names?
We are called Alan Alda.
Really?
No, you are so stupid.
What an incredible moment. Am I right? Anyway, back on track. I guess, long story short, I just can't wait to be sharing this incredible planet with you and with the mean worms. And really, what makes it all worth it is just knowing that I'm making my great-grandmother proud. But I'll check in again soon. But in the meantime, for me, it is dinner time. Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention, licking the outside of an egg tastes like hamburgers now. So, see you soon. Bye.
Wow, it looks like she's having a great time out there. And thank you so much, Winnie. We will soon join you on our beautiful planet with the worm people that seem nice. Yeah. Anyway, well, we're about to wrap up our episode here. Just a couple reminders. Again, for anyone that subscribes, we do tattoo whatever you want, wherever you want it, on our friend Teddy that's kind of straddling my jar right now. And yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We have, of course, another episode coming up this Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and next Sundays and Wednesdays. That's the drill. But let's get our friends back out here, everyone back out here, to give our lesson and what we learned today.
Yeah, come on over, Matt.
Okay. Yes, please join.
Look at this motley crew. So we got a handshake. Are we permitted to do the handshake?
It's not. I don't know this.
You don't know the handshake. You don't know the handshake.
Yeah, go ahead and do the handshake. I think Glorpy knows it.
Glorpy, you know the handshake? Are you familiar with the Everything Now handshake?
Yes, I am familiar. I'm a bit rusty though.
Same here.
I think it was something like.
You and I will wait.
Yeah, this is the Everything Now handshake as established a couple of episodes ago.
It's part of the club, I believe.
Yeah, the club's episode, the infamous club's episode.
Floppy fish. He can be in Mr. Bungle. Yes.
All right.
Yes, I've never been in wine cellar before. Let me check out this wine cellar. Huh, interesting. There's nothing in this wine cellar. Oh, wait, maybe 2 people. Ah, just Eskimos kissing. No reason for me to be here.
Daddy
wasn't there.
And then even higher, even faster. Make it go higher, make it go faster.
Come on, you bitch.
And now higher and faster.
Oh!
Expert.
Whew. My ankle is good.
And yeah, for those who don't know, that's the secret handshake for the Everything Now Club. So if you see a member, you can greet them with the secret handshake.
And this must mean that both I and Matt are now members, as we have seen.
That is correct. And anyone who has just joined in the chat is a...
Don't worry about it.
Great. Well, let's find out what we learned.
Oh yeah, we go word by word.
Oh, popcorn style.
Yeah. Yes. Let's start over with you.
Yes, I will begin. Space.
Can once. Yes.
Oh, he's gonna wait.
Make fools out from the
Space can make fools
out from the
from the most
intelligent.
Space can make fools out from the most intelligent.
Hot dog indeed.
Thank you.
Great. Well, I guess the last thing to do is just to beam you guys up to the planet. So we're gonna beam you guys up. So say goodbye to everyone here, and yep, we're gonna beam. Thank you,
Triple Nickel.
I've got clients.
Oh
God, it's such a... Oh!
We're beaming.
Wait, he's got his gun.
You're part of this. I gotta get out of here. Let's go.
It's too late, Mario.
Get out of here. Go.
We're beaming.
Please.
No, don't shoot yourself.
Dying.
He wants to... Anton Chekhov wants to shoot himself with a gun.
Wow.
Think of your family.
And there they go out into the unknown to join Winnie and greet the worm people for our arrival. Thank you to everyone who tuned in and helped us figure out our next steps for our space colony. And I'm your host, Dr. Teacher, and this has been Everything Now, the show that cracks open your skull and fills it with knowledge. So now we're going to raid another streamer. So if anybody has any suggestions, if not, I'm going to look and see who's online right now, and we're going to pick someone. And thank you again for everyone that tuned in tonight. We love your support, and we love each and every one of you. We hope that you learned a little bit. So, yep. Nobody was harmed in the beaming up process. It was all virtually painless. So, good stuff. Well, let's send everyone over to our good friend Aiden Wood. So, Aiden Wood, they might be doing a crossword stream. We'll see. We're gonna raid in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, goodbye. 4, 3, 2, 1, Goodbye, everyone. Farewell.